Woo, everybody! It's time to spin the wheel of Neil again, fresh after the Super Bowl. Are you guys hyped?
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Once more after a bit.
All right, let's see who we making fun of today.
Should really update this wheel.
Yeah, we need more shills. No.
Oh!
I didn't want to cover Noah again. His autism video nearly killed me.
Oh, yeah. So, fine. All right, so we got
I've taken
Firewood
enough autism
Media.
classes in school
We
already.
got Firewood Media, the one fucking shill on this list that literally nobody gives a fuck about. All right, guys. Let me get his recent videos up here. All right. I think I got the right guy with this one. Anyways, let's see here. That's the right guy. So here we go, guys. Here is most recent movies. The death of DVD bonus features. The end of Dinosaur is genuinely depressing. How the Heisei Godzilla era changed everything. Does Godzilla the series still hold up? The Gamera movie that buried the franchise. He's needlessly buried. He'll never recover. The day Godzilla finally died. What happened to TCM? The most overhated 90s Godzilla movie. I don't know, guys. Do any of these look good to you?
I like the end of Dinosaurs is genuinely depressing. If anything, I welcome the end of Dinosaurs in movies.
No, Evan. It's the TV series Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the one show that was so bad they literally ended the show by killing every single character at the end.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what's he got a little further down? Because I'm looking for
The depressing decay of Marvel. How I got started on YouTube. The humanity of the superhero. A Catholic reading of Spider-Man 2.
What?
And the greatest 90s film trilogy nobody talks about.
That's probably another Godzilla one. Because I know they had good shit in the 90s.
Gamera. There's Gamera. There's
Gamera. Oh, that's right. They got the good guy. Yeah, that's right. Because those were like 85 or so for the Godzilla ones. I would say the depressing decay of Marvel and see if he see what he cites as the as what the reasons are for that.
Alrighty then, Firewood. Let's see here.
When I was a kid, I loved Marvel Comics. Some of my earliest memories are going on.
Points for that.
Yeah. Not as good as the first, but still an alright film.
These textures are too flat. 0 out of 10.
Yeah.
Family Windows 97 computer to watch this 3D animated short film.
You gotta try and flex your nerd cred.
Yeah.
Where Iron Man, Hulk, and Spider-Man team up. And I remember just playing it over and over again. From there, an obsession was born. Once the MCU or...
Oh god, guys, get a load of this man's action figure collection. We got fucking Jack Black from Minecraft. Like, why do you own this?
What? That's your first choice?
Come on!
He's got a little tiny Gundam back there.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, God, this room actually looks worse than my background. Like, compared to my background and this guy's somehow looks worse just by having more stuff in it.
Nice pause face.
Yeah, nice pause. Yeah, that's going on the thumbnail right there.
With the beanie, he's like, whoa, man, I'm
whoa,
freaking
bro,
out.
I'm so baked. Also, gotta get that Misfits shirt in there.
Why is it that every time I see someone with a heavy metal shirt giving commentary videos, 9 times out of 10 it's usually the Misfits?
Yeah.
Maybe they're just obscure enough to be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I would welcome like a Judas Priest shirt or an Iron Maiden shirt every now and so.
Right.
Universe started up, I was hooked from the get-go. Being a
Oh, and he's got 2 Superman figures. He's got a little tiny Superman and then a normal ass Superman. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Super mini-me.
Super mites.
Later, I vividly remember watching Iron Man in theaters and being blown away by it. I got really into comics, specifically the original run of Secret Wars, which was being re-released through Hasbro, where you'd get one of the 12 issues in that run, as well as 2 action figures, which is a great way to get kids into comics because you get 2 toys and a comic book. It's genius. Anyways, with each new theatrical release in the MCU, my love for this world only grew larger. When Avengers was released in May 2012, my dad lied and told my elementary school that I was sick, and then we went to go see it in theaters. Trust me when I say that
your dad lied to the school so you could go see a movie?
You know, I am fairly certain that 9 out of 10 schools don't fucking care. Like, they will literally take any excuse that your parents would give for you to not be at school.
Yeah, I mean, I was always allowed to go on.
With a mother who works within the school system, she is given all sorts of fucking stupid excuses.
I mean, I was literally just allowed to go on a vacation with my family. Like, you know, they just gave you the work in advance.
That didn't happen where I live. What the shit?
I never missed a single MCU movie in theaters from Iron Man all the way to Endgame. I was a diehard fan. However, I mean that in the past tense. I don't want this to be another rundown of how the early MCU was peak. It wasn't. And how everything after Endgame somehow ruined and broke the universe apart. Even though that's literally what happened. Plenty of people have already made that.
Then why don't you just say that then? Also, yeah, apparently it's Tim Pool's brother, guys. That's who this guy is.
Argument. And I don't think I have anything new to add to that cycle of complaints. What I'm going to try and do here is figure out where Marvel's...
Good talk.
Yeah, see you, bro. Glad we had the discussion. All right, guys, who's next on the wheel of Neil? Nah, I'm just kidding. Anyways,
stands right now as a franchise with Doomsday on the horizon, where it might be heading over the next few years.
I know he's talking about the movie, but it might be more of a conceptual Doomsday on the horizon for the franchise.
Yeah,
gonna crash and burn.
I mean, this has to be the most precarious movie that Marvel has in the horizon today.
Right.
There are so many ways that this movie could easily go wrong and do irreversible damage to Marvel as a whole.
Greetings, everyone. Also, wow. I mean, I heard of kids skipping school to go see a movie, but for a parent to do it? Now I've seen everything. Exactly, Dennis. Exactly.
Well, one time I even got ahead of the rest of the school because they gave me my work for like 2 weeks because we were going to be on vacation for a while. And then we ended up having a bunch of snow days whenever I came back. So everybody else had to catch up on those days. And I was like, I already did all this shit. I'm just going to chill back here.
Also, did anyone see that terrible Super Bowl ad for Mando and Grogu? Yeah, Jacob, we were watching it before we went live. It was ass.
And why my personal excitement slowly drifted away in the first place. The first teaser trailer for Avengers Doomsday just dropped, and we're probably going to get more. I've seen a million leaks online, but regardless, it felt like the right...
Yeah, not just one leak, not just a few, but a million leaks. Believe it, guys.
Time to step back, look at the bigger picture, and ask a real question. Is Marvel on its way to a comeback, or are we simply watching a very long and desperate decline into irrelevancy?
Yep.
Every Marvel film ranked in 6 seconds.
Ha!
Who's this guy?
Lilo Chip on TikTok. I like this guy more than the other guy already.
Look, I like a lot of the Marvel films, but that was pretty fucking funny. I can't lie.
It was weird, like a Christmas special that was released way earlier than it was supposed to. Exactly, Dennis. Yes, anyways.
Oh, you fucking virgins.
You fucking virgins. I like this guy. God. I'm gonna go follow him on TikTok now.
You even have TikTok?
Jeez, dude, that's twice now on Backseat Boys that the Derp Avengers introduced us to better content creators than them. first Tactical Templar, now Lilo Chip there. Yeah, because remember, y'all, this guy is a member of the Derp Vengers here. Anyways, moving on.
We have to understand why the MCU worked on a universal basis prior to 2020. For starters, I really do think that the primary reason as to why the MCU grew into such a massive cultural event was because it understood long-form storytelling at a level that mainstream blockbusters rarely even attempted. Each film felt like a chapter in a larger story that was being built with tangible purpose. You could track emotional payoffs across multiple movies, and that structure rewarded investment. While it didn't always lead to the filmmakers involved making perfect movies, it did do a great job of establishing a crystal clear sense of direction that general audiences could very easily latch onto. Fans showed up to the theaters multiple times a year because these movies felt like pieces in a larger puzzle, as opposed to isolated products, and it's that sense of momentum that made Phase 3 such a landmark moment for cinema. After Avengers Endgame, Marvel lost that clear forward motion.
Phase 3. So I'll remember that Captain Marvel happened during Phase 3, and Black Panther happened during Phase 3.
Yeah. That film was fucking filler, bro. I swear to God. Anyways.
How could you say that? They had milk rhinos.
Yeah.
Transition period without a real destination in mind, like a professional sports team being stuck in a constant cycle of rebuilding their roster instead of actually building towards something like, I don't know, winning a championship. The MCU scattered
itself talking about the Steelers.
Yeah.
Across films and Disney Plus shows that rarely connected in a meaningful way. The result was a loss of actual cohesiveness where characters appeared.
Well, that and a lot of them were just fucking racist and shit.
Yeah.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And reappeared without emotional necessity. New story arcs felt more like placeholders than the next stage of a plan. And as a result, audiences weren't exactly tired of superheroes. There wasn't really superhero fatigue, but they were tired of homework. Having to watch hours and hours and hours of mediocre content just to enjoy something that is equally as mediocre in the theaters. People stopped understanding the point of the journey, and as a result, they stopped caring about each step along the way. And I myself stopped caring. I vividly remember being so invested in
we get it. Fatigue and bloat. Like, you spent a long time explaining a very simple concept that everybody kind of knows.
Yeah.
Vision, and how different it felt from prior entries in the franchise. I loved how it felt borderline Lynchian at times.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
But I was so let down when the payoff to all of this was one big CGI fight.
Ugh. Wanda, what are you doing? Come on, Wanda!
Whoa, I think I just figured something out, Beavis.
What?
This sucks.
It felt like one big
Yeah. Anthony's a lame superhero on his own. If somebody's gonna make a comic or TV show about him, it should be called something like The Adventures of Liberal Man and Otter Boy.
And Switch, where I thought I was getting something fresh and unique, but instead I just got the same thing I've seen countless times over. Still, I tuned in for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but that was ultimately the straw.
Yeah. Oof.
That broke the camel's back.
If Marvel really wanted to keep the franchise going while simultaneously catering to Disney's ridiculous demands for content on Disney Plus, why not just they should have just stuck with the X-Men 97 route and just either make continuations of animated shows or just make new animated shows. Like, they shouldn't have bothered with like WandaVision or Falcon and Winter Soldier and Loki and all that. Like, save people's prime investments for the movies and theaters and just have the TV shows as almost like appetizers.
Yeah, I could see that.
While the writing of most MCU films are admittedly subpar, I just couldn't get over how slapped together the show was.
You've got to do better, Senator. You've got to step up.
Wow, he's
Could've been
actually wanting to insult that speech. I'm surprised Birdman let him on.
Yeah. Surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised this guy even is a member of the Dervengers. So far, he seems pretty based. It's like, why is this guy in that group? What the hell? Is he like the token-based guy in that group?
Yeah, he's the token. Yeah, he's just he can't say too much whenever he's on the show with them. They don't let him, but like, all right, we'll let you on so we don't look too biased.
Yeah, Stoy Wilson. I don't know. But I mean, okay, to be fair, we're only like a third of the way through this guy's videos. There's still a chance that he could prove his derp vengerness here. But you know what, Firewood, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you to stay this based. And if you stay this based, you can leave the derp vengers and join the Backseat boys. Don't worry, bro. We have cookies, bro. We have cookies that you can eat if you really are that based.
You have cookies?
Cookies!
When?
What the fuck? He never offered us any.
Well, you.
I'm out of here.
The more new people. Fucking hell. He liked the token Republican women on The View. Yeah.
Decent movie, I think. Honestly, I might even make a fan edit of this into like a 2-hour movie that condenses everything down.
Yeah.
I even heard rumors that it was because of reshoots that there was this entire like subplot that was scrapped about a virus or a pandemic. And that makes sense because of COVID, but still, I was just done. I was tired of being burnt. I was tired of just getting lied to by the studio that was saying, yeah, we're making fresh new stories. And then they're just doing the same thing over and over again. I was tired of watching the same movie and the same story being told ad nauseum. Beyond Spider-Man No Way Home and Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I stopped seeing the movies in the theaters. I just waited till they were on Disney+. And even then, I didn't really watch most of them. Were there entries that totally interested me? Sure, a Sam Raimi directed Doctor Strange movie sounded so cool, but the trailers made it look like just another piece of Marvel slop. It felt like a million new shows and movies were coming out, and I checked out as a result.
War crime against comic movies, that was.
Yeah.
Did not care anymore. This actually leads me to my next point. Another issue came from the massive expansion into streaming. Disney Plus increased the volume of content. Instead of us getting 2 or 3 movies that were about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours each, we're now getting multiple TV shows. The amount of content you needed to consume had quadrupled almost instantly. It diluted the focus that originally defined the MCU. Because television storytelling demands long character arcs without having the thematic impact or visual coherence that a theatrical 90-minute movie carries. I think their biggest misstep was how they treated every single series like it was required reading without giving those stories enough urgency.
See, my point exactly. Considering the fact that Disney, or rather Marvel, made live-action shows, it automatically made it required or mandated viewing for people. That's one of the big reasons why this fatigue has been going on for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As I said, had they just stuck with animated shit and save all of the live-action material for the movies, people wouldn't be feeling this weight upon them to watch everything.
Right.
As a result, viewers ended up picking and choosing a la carte style, which fractured the once unified audience. I know people that just straight up didn't watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, but they watched Loki. Or maybe it's the other way around. It just caused a ton of confusion. So if you didn't need to watch everything anymore, then what's the point of making a large-scale interconnected story? At the same time, Marvel stopped nurturing characters who could anchor the franchise long.
What's his face that always argues with Backseater?
Chris Wright, yeah.
Chris Wright would be like, what the fuck do you mean? Continuity doesn't matter.
Yeah. I wonder who he's going to put the blame on. I don't know, Jacob. We'll see. Also, hail New York, Florida man. Hail panel. Don't hail the guy. No, New York, Florida man. This guy is actually sounding pretty based so far. I'm actually surprised.
Yeah, he just hangs out with losers.
Yeah, he just hangs out with losers. He's the token cool guy in a group of losers. Yeah.
Iron Man, Captain America, and Black Widow left enormous narrative gaps, which is fine if you have a younger cast waiting in the wings. And they did. They had Yelena, they had Sam Wilson, they had Ironheart, which could have been decent replacements. But I think this current run of Marvel lacked a true Tony.
No, sorry, bro. You ain't replacing them anytime soon. I'm sorry.
Also, isn't like Anthony Mackie pushing 50? Like, isn't he like 47?
Yeah, he's literally older than Chris Evans, which I never got why he was chosen as a replacement because of that. I'm like, why would you pick someone older? Get a new, at least recast Falcon if you're gonna try and make
it's like voting out Trump just to replace him with Joe Biden.
It was like when Biden and Bernie Sanders were running against each other, and Biden could be like, "Hey, I'm younger than him at least."
Yeah. Also, hail New York, Florida, man.
Hail chat, hail panel. So this guy's pretty based. I jumped the gun then, huh?
Wait a minute, we can't let this guy on Backseat. This guy's transphobic.
Yeah, what the fuck, New York, Florida, man? Did you just assume this man's gender?
I was talking about last time when he was going off on that fucking
gender.
Indian dude. I was talking about last time he's going off on the Indian dude that crashed our party.
What?
Assuming does, don't you?
Yeah. Assumers or doomers. Anyway.
Assuming makes an ass out of you and me.
That's why you always say presume.
Well, I am an ass.
I'm an ass man. The worst Marvel movie, in my opinion, is Thor 3. I will never forgive the Mouse Empire for what they did with my boy Gordon Goblin. No, that's Thor 4, Dennis. That's Thor 4. They turned him into a pussy redeemed by love.
Yeah, really. There's a few spots in Thor 3 where I'm like, okay, you shouldn't have had humor there, but it's nothing like Thor 4.
Yeah.
Thor 4 had a dumpling god.
Tony Stark type figure where the
If
whole
I remember
world centered
correctly,
around.
Taika Waititi confirmed that Jesus of Nazareth himself was meant to cameo in that pantheon full of gods, referred to as the Carpenter God.
He's not even a god. He's a demigod, for fuck's sake.
He's the god. Well, it's very complicated, you know.
Yes, I'm somehow my father, yet also the Holy Spirit. Just trust me, bro.
There's that scene in Hail Caesar about that. They invite all the religious experts in as like.
Yeah. Oh, I know that scene.
Yeah, and then they all start arguing with each other. He's got like a rabbi and all these different branches of Christianity there, and they're like, "Well, he's sort of the one God, but he's also sort of not." Then the rabbi's like, "See, it doesn't make any sense." And they're all just like arguing with each other.
Yeah.
Is the depiction fair? Having an opinion.
Anyways.
Them. Why they didn't move forward with Spider-Man as being that figure likely has to do with rights issues with Sony, but at this
Obviously,
time...
they were about to lose
X-Men.
Spider-Man. Like, just a couple short years ago, I remember they basically announced that they couldn't get a deal done. There was a massive fan backlash against Sony, and then they settled on a deal again.
Yeah, I always wondered if Sony and Marvel didn't kiss and make up, would Sony just continue on with the Tom Holland universe without all the MCU stuff, or would they just reboot Spider-Man altogether with a new actor and a new universe?
I think they would have kept Tom Holland, and then I think they would have gone. I think they would have basically like used their Spider-Verse villains that they'd been working on with him. Like they'd have him, and then they'd have like fucking Venom at least, and then probably like Morbius and shit. I don't know if they actually do Morbius, but
yeah.
Well, I mean, they were leaning into it in that Morbius post credit with
Michael Keaton.
Vulture.
Yeah.
That's something to do with Spider-Man, I think. I think we should probably team up, do some good in the world.
yeah.
Yeah. Get it? Anyways. Oh, let's keep going.
They could have pivoted to focusing Phase 4 on the arrival of the mutants and the Fantastic Four being more central figures. Instead, the studio introduced replacements, but never actually developed them with the same dramatic patience. Character arcs were rushed or spread too thin across multiple projects. Instead of evolving relationships, Marvel constantly leaned on just reintroducing the same characters over and over again. Like, why are we introducing Sam Wilson in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier and then immediately reintroducing him as Captain America in Captain America Brave New World? Why don't you guys just stick to your guns and just carry on the story. That movie feels like a reintroduction of a character that I was already introduced to back in 2014. It just feels like they weren't confident in what they were putting out. This brings me back to the question that I started with. Marvel built a structure that rewarded long-term investment and then suddenly pivoted into short-term quantity. The decline in cultural enthusiasm came from a very clear breakdown in storytelling discipline and a loss of long-range vision. To me, the reason the Avengers Doomsday trailer matters is that it signals a somewhat heavy-handed and rushed attempt to a more unified, if not desperate, direction. We're getting Chris Evans as Captain America back, which could be cool, but it makes me wonder, what's the point of the Sam Wilson movie? What's the point of
There is
Falcon and the
no
Winter
point.
Soldier?
They never should have made it.
Yeah, the point was that they wanted really hard for Sam to be Cap. Nobody wants it, and now they have to pivot back to save face. There you go, bro.
What's the point of saying this is our new Captain America, and then he's not Captain America anymore? Or maybe he will be. I don't know.
I just said
to me,
why.
It's just baffling. So much of Phase 4, I think, was about setting up the future. And now we're abandoning the future for the past. Is that going to be the theme of the movie? Maybe, but I'm not seeing any signs that it will for sure be that. I think that could be kind of compelling, all things considered, but who knows? This is going to rely heavily on nostalgia bait. We're going to be getting Spider-Man back and the Fox X-Men. And it just makes me wonder, like, why? These stories have already been told. Is this what we're doing? Are we just retelling the same stories with the same tired, grizzled actors over and over again? And I'm not even dissing Tobey Maguire or the guy that plays Cyclops, James Marsden. That's the name. It's like, dude, get your bag. Get the...
Bro, I hate to break this to you, but it's in human nature to long for the good old days, and people do like these stories, the old stories, and they want them to continue. Like, you know what I'm saying, guys? Like, there is, like, on a subconscious level, like, there is a desire for these stories to continue amongst a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, that's the manipulating in their marketing.
Or maybe they're okay with seeing the stories end, but every now and then they want to go back to those stories and see what exactly are these characters up to.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, especially the actors are still around.
And this is just my theory. I think the main theme of Doomsday is like the ending of the past, like a closing of the chapter of all of those eras and all of those heroes in particular to pave way for the future. Like the Doomsday is the Doomsday of the past, with Secret Wars kind of like, you know, being the final now, whereas all the surviving newer characters, or, you know, the characters that Marvel introduced that people actually liked out of the newer bunch, and continuing the soft reboot with them, while introducing the you know, characters who have died as new actors. Like, you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Will that work? I don't know. With all these Marvel bringing back old actors, that seems to be the route they're going, but whether or not they actually find a way to succeed at that or just make it even more jury, that's entirely up to the Russos.
I think it's gonna be have No Way Home syndrome, where it's gonna be like, all right, well, you know, for the people who are still invested in Marvel, even I want to see it in a way, and I've like really fucking given up on you know, Marvel, basically, you know.
If you want to see it, just
it's
see,
piquing my interest. You know what I mean?
You want to see it just to see what Marvel would do with the old characters.
I want to, yeah, where they go with it. But I kind of already think I know, like you said, I think they're just going to wrap it up by, like, you know, closing off their chapters and moving on with the new characters.
Quite frankly, I think it's stretched too thin. It's going to be, like, cheap. It's going to, like, the shit that they show in the trailer, half of that's going to be like all these characters get, because you just don't have enough runtime for all those people.
Anyways.
Paycheck. I don't care. I'm more mad at the writers and the filmmakers for not having a cohesive plan from the get-go. Did Disney not learn from Star Wars? Did they not learn from just rushing out a project?
That wasn't the problem with Star Wars. They could have put out a lot more if it was good.
Yeah.
This is what I was worried about. He's just going to blame, like, oh, it's just streaming and fatigue. Nothing else.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, Star Wars is a whole other topic for another day. But my point being, this feels messy. This feels really rushed. I think if the franchise is serious about building toward meaningful payoffs again, this film could mark the beginning of a new phase that actually understands what worked in the first place. Whether that potential becomes reality is the real question that I want to try to explore in this very bizarre video. It's a rant, it's scripted. I don't even know what this is anymore, but let's keep going.
Well,
it's pre-recorded.
Hey, that's the clip I showed. Where he crashes.
Oh!
That
Yeah.
was my brain dead reaction.
Yeah. Anyways.
The timing of this shift becomes even more interesting when you look at the state of DC. Marvel actually has a rival that feels like a legitimate creative threat instead of a studio that was constantly tripping over itself. James Gunn's Superman in 2025 landed in a way that Warner Brothers hasn't pulled
you're really
off
going to show that clip when you're saying that they got their shit together?
Nope. The main problem is Marvel that they don't really have characters anymore. It's just a bunch of walking virtue signals and power symbols. Yeah.
Ironheart.
Right era. General audiences are paying attention again. Critics are taking DC seriously again, and for the first time in years,
Critics are, I agree. I don't know why, but the critics are.
Didn't automatically default to Marvel being the gold standard for quality comic book movies. A while back, the former showrunner for X-Men 97 put out a tweet that basically said something to the effect of, Superman had a cultural impact. You saw memes about, Hope Corps and kindness is punk rock.
You saw like 12 people on Twitter continually trying to make that a meme. It never really caught on with anybody.
Losers.
Yeah. I remember people trying to make that like smiling picture into a meme of him, and it's like, dude, you've been posting this like a shit ton of times. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. Go to Reddit.
Like such a dork in that photo. I swear to God. With Marvel, damn, I hate writing comments on my phone sometimes. Yeah. Anyways.
When Fantastic Four came out only a week or two later, there was nothing. It died.
Yeah, also Jacob raised a good point. That DC universe has bisexual orgies before Batman. Exactly, Jacob.
Out almost immediately. There was no discourse around it. Meanwhile, Superman, I'm still seeing memes on my feed about that movie.
I'll bet you are, because your algorithm feeds you more.
Yeah.
Is DC up on top again? Who knows? I just think that changes the entire state of the marketplace, since Marvel isn't really operating in a vacuum anymore. Disney is very clearly aware of that.
I think we can all...
They weren't before. I mean, even though the DC universe ended up failing, I mean, Aquaman made $1 billion. Batman v Superman made $800 million. Like, they did have competition. They just continually outperformed them because they were making better shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we know that with the roster and the hype for Doomsday, it's gonna be a success. It's definitely gonna be a successful film. Whether it's a good one or not, there's something about it that gives me Multiverse of Madness vibes. And I feel like it's gonna be all over the place like that. And a lot of the deaths and powerful scenes of the finales of these characters will be very unimpactful, like the way Wanda killed off the Illuminati members or whatever.
Yeah, anyways.
You can see a noticeable change in how Marvel leadership has started talking about long-term planning, grounded character arcs, and creative control. Kevin Feige, dude, how do I get this in there? Kevin Feige has talked more openly about quality control this past
they
year
always say
than
that
he
shit.
ever
That's
did during the
marketing
post-Endgame slump.
Bob Iger, who now they're blaming for everything bad that happened. It's like, which I'm sure he had a good hand in it. It's just funny how like it's always once the person leaves that clearly all the bad stuff was them, even though you defended them the whole time there. But it's like we really want to focus on quality over quantity. It's all he kept saying constantly, and it never changed anything.
Yeah. Anyways.
There is actual competition now, and Marvel knows that they need to step it up or they will lose it all.
You
There's
gotta
clearly more of a
step
push
up,
for fewer
Marvel.
projects with longer development time and more theatrical focused storytelling, and that lines up with a studio that suddenly feels the pressure. But as much as they talk about that stuff and how, oh, we're going to give our creatives more time, they didn't do that with Doomsday. The movie didn't have a finished script going into filming. Compare that with the DCU, which James Gunn has said multiple times has to have a script that is finished before moving into filming. That's
He
studio
lied about
policy.
that, I believe.
So it's like,
Yeah, James Gunn fucking lied about that, bro.
'Cause I'm pretty sure whenever they like finished Superman, they were basically like talking about all this stuff that they were redoing, and the script like wasn't finished whenever they had filmed a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, he lies about a lot of stuff. He also said The Flash was one of the greatest, superhero movies ever. So
Disney just talking out of their ass again. Frankly, I don't trust them one bit. I don't really trust any major corporation, to be honest with you, but Disney especially. However, I think this new sense of competition from DC is a great thing. I think it could lead to something that we haven't seen in the comic book movie space before. Genuine competition at the highest level. The MCU and DCU are positioned to operate like two heavyweight franchises aiming for cultural dominance for the next decade.
Yeah, no, bro.
They're never going to be culturally dominant. The only reason that shills like to bring up Superman is the highest grossing superhero movie of 2025 is because it became the shortest midget. That box office would have had you near the bottom of the heap back in like 2018. So, all this stuff about like, it's not two heavyweights, it's two lightweights. And they're just trying to compete for who can lose the least.
Right.
Invest in long-term storytelling, confident thematic direction, and strong character foundations, then we could see a creative arms race, a Cold War, where each side tries to one-up the other with better films and bolder ideas. It's the kind of rivalry that pushed the comic industry in the past, and it could push superhero cinema in the future.
Problem is, it's like the modern comic book industry where you're like, guys, we made the absolute Batman. It's a raging success, and it sells like 60,000 or something. And you're like,
yeah,
we did it. It's like, guys, that's
did
trash compared to our old.
Did it. Yeah.
Especially whenever Superman made like less than Man of Steel did, even with 13 years of inflation added on to it, or 12 years of inflation rather.
Yeah. Marvel has a creative opponent that's better than them, and at the same moment shows James Gunn's Superman, which is a chaotic and liberal agenda mess. Yeah, pretty much.
It's supposed to be nuts. We should go see that.
So, what should Marvel's game plan be? Where do they go from here? I'm not going to try and speculate what specific comic book properties they choose to adapt, but rather, I think from a fundamental filmmaking perspective, they need to abandon the Marvel formula. I'm not going to try and speak on behalf of an entire fandom, but I think most people are fairly sick of it. I don't want to see a quirky, relatable hero gaining or revising their powers while facing a personal flaw mirrored in the villain. In a story that overwhelms the audience with quips to hamper any and all emotional stakes before going through a third-act CGI battle and ending with a post-credit scene that teases future MCU content. Has this structure worked in the past? Yes, absolutely. But
it worked
almost 20 years.
Yeah, they've already failed, bro.
I still say Marvel never had the perfect hero versus the evil version of themselves battle. Because, I watch Yugi versus Arcana, and they had a comedic element to it where they keep doing the exact same moves and then just keep talking about their favorite shit. Marvel never did a comedic slant on it. They always had to play it super serious. It's Ironmonger versus Iron Man. They could have done it in an Ant-Man movie or something. Yeah. Had them like shrink and do the same moves.
Anyways.
Years after the original Iron Man movie, it's getting very tiresome. Honestly, Marvel should look to DC for its winning formula of letting auteur directors take the helm and do their own thing. Sacrifice the long-term storytelling for short-term storytelling.
They tried
and
that.
Go for quality over quantity.
Yeah, and it fucking flopped.
Taika Waititi was given a lot of freedom, and he didn't do shit. He just went off the rails.
Yeah. Let's see here. All right, moving on.
But hey, that's just my 2 cents. I guess 5 cents because the penny's dead now. Whatever. It's entirely possible that Avengers Doomsday grosses billions at the box office and they'll stick to their guns. But I guess only time will tell. And with all that out of the way, I'm Cole
Obviously.
McCormick. You're watching.
What, John?
Obviously. I just hate the disclaimers. It's just my opinion, and who knows? Anyways.
Also, the latest Supergirl trailer is a bad sign. Gunn and his partners turned Kal-El's cousin into a oppressed infantile teenager. Way to go, DC. Yeah, pretty much.
On the one hand, I kind of get the character shift because, yeah, Carl saw her own planet blew up. She was asleep in space for a long ass time. Of course, she's going to be a bit of a traumatized drunk. But I'm not entirely sure people want to see that within Supergirl on the big screen.
Yeah.
What a more classical take on Supergirl, since James Gunn promised this would be the most pure version of every character within the DC universe.
Well, unfortunately, he made Supergirl pure to one specific version of her instead of taking into account the whole history of her character.
Yeah, anyways.
Firewood Media. If you like what I had to say here, consider subscribing and checking out my DCU commentary videos where I talked about a lot of the Snyder cult stuff that was going on around the same time, talking about James Gunn's Superman, the whole 9 yards. We are so close to 50,000 subscribers, so genuinely thank you so much for even just watching this video. I really appreciate it. Massive thank you to channel members for making videos like these.
Hang on, do I recognize any of these people in here?
Yeah.
I have to check for any of Ant's fucking dick lickers here. Hang on. No, I don't see any of them. It's like
possible.
Yeah, no,
They're
it's like
interlisted right up here on screen for
I was going to ask
$1
Backseat. I think this is a pretty good video. I will say. Do you think this is enough to take him off the Dirt Vengers roster?
Yeah, man, I don't know why this guy is in the Derp Vengers. I honestly don't. Like,
so he seems neutral. I'm not gonna say that he's real base, just because he did seem. It was sort of a Sexplain sort of criticism where he won't go after any creatives. He has to and it was also very basic takes. It wasn't like terrible culture war-y crap. So I give him credit for staying out of that and actually being willing to criticize shit like Falcon and Winter Soldier. So, points for that for sure.
To be fair, John, neutral compared to these people is based, but
well, that's what I was saying. Yeah, it wasn't really.
Yeah, so Firewood, props where props is due, but yeah, that was a good video. So there you go, chap. Oh, all right, let's get back.
He clapped when he saw it.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's get back to spinning the wheel here now.
Here
we go. High CHD again.
Again.
Yeah. All right, let's get his video up here. All right, hang on. All right. Alright guys, here's this channel here. So, oh shit, he hasn't uploaded a damn thing since we last covered him.
No!
No! Alright, do we want to look through his catalog again to see if there's something else, or do we want to spin the wheel again, guys?
Well, I saw Welcome to Derry. I don't know if you guys did.
No, I haven't.
Ooh, the most racist Welcome to Derry reviews ever. Damn. Let's see. I saw the dumbest controversy. What's a little farther down? The Critical Drinker's Delusional Predator.
Oh, jeez, Kino covered that shit. It was bad. Jacob's saying to spin the wheel again, guys. Do we want to spin the wheel again?
Yeah, we can give it another spin, I suppose.
All right. Congrats, High
Yeah, might as
CHD.
well.
You dodged a fucking bullet this week. Alright, here we go, guys.
The luck of the Irish.
Come on, Eric DeBunks. Yes!
Yes!
Easy target.
Woo! Finally got, because I'm telling you guys, we have a fucking backlog of Eric DeBunk's crap to get through.
Get out your
Holy
bingo cards, everybody. He's going to say disingenuous. They didn't watch the movie. Racist, R-word slur.
Alright, guys, here we go. I'm getting up his first video.
Trying to think of his other normal catchphrases, but that covers the most common ones.
Also, I finally got ad block now, so we should watch it interrupted. Yeah, Raptor, that was close. Yeah, it was really fucking close.
It's a good thing you didn't get me, because my videos are so perfect you couldn't criticize them.
Yeah, which is why Kino has criticized multiple of them. But anyway.
Kino doxes people, I say, with
What's up,
no
board
proof.
Eric here. I just want to have a chat with you guys. Just a little chat.
I swear to hang on. Did Eric just say what I think he just said here?
What's up, board fam? Eric here. I just want to have a chat with you guys.
Oh, okay, I thought he said what? How you? I thought he said how you doing, all you beautiful sons of bitches for a minute.
Backseater, there's a great pause face, by the way. He's like, this is how he approaches the girl for the kiss. He's like,
But Eric's like, no, you don't get it. I'm gay.
Sort of reminds me of that
approaches the
movie.
Men for a kiss.
Sort of
Well, I mean,
reminds
with
me of that
a
movie,
fucker
too.
face like that, no wonder your husband died, Eric.
damn,
Anyway.
Backseater, is that true?
Yeah, his husband's dead. Yeah, I think he died of like AIDS or some shit. I don't fucking know. Man.
Really?
I don't know. I don't know. I just know his husband's dead. That's all I fucking remember.
damn.
Oh, hold on. A better question. Did he get AIDS from Eric?
I don't know if it was AIDS. I genuinely don't know. But anyways.
My
Brave
God.
block all ads for me. I couldn't handle YouTube with ads again, lol. Yeah, pretty much. Anyways, Melissa, here we
A
go.
little chat about the channel, some of the content on the channel, some of the stuff that's been going on in videos. I'm seeing a few comments from people, and I want to address those comments here so you guys we're on the same page with all of this. I'm seeing a lot of people who are wondering why I'm not giving concessions to some of these channels, why I'm not giving them credit for being honest sometimes, why I'm not giving them shout outs when they're not
Because
doing
they're
awful things.
grifters.
Yeah. Anyways.
And the reason why is there is no net benefit to coddling or conceding or acknowledging or shouting out good behavior from these channels. They've been doing this. Some of these channels, they've been doing this for a decade. They've been doing it for a decade. And a lot of the rhetoric that they have been putting out there has led the United States to be in the position it's in right now.
The critical drinker got Donald Trump elected.
Yeah.
Yeah,
even though he's not even fucking American.
If only he'd have him at the White House press briefings. Are you
Right.
gonna get Sydney Sweeney to play one of the big boob Marvel chicks? Get Kathleen Kennedy fired, Mr. President.
Yeah.
All the stuff we're dealing with. And these guys are complicit in it. They have made money off of it. They have gamed the YouTube algorithm to shape culture.
Oh my
online.
gosh, no. People, they started making a bunch of shitty movies, and these guys were honest about it, so people saw them as honest and started subscribing more. That's not that. Oh my god, I'm so tired of this whole narrative that, like, oh, it's negative, so it's gaming the algorithm. It's like, no, the truth is what games the algorithm, because it's just makes you gain an audience because they trust you.
Yeah.
And you see this all over the place.
It's honestly, it's cope because
Like,
he's not as popular, so he's got to make up some excuse for it. He's like,
Yeah.
it must be because of the hate in the algorithm is what made them more popular, not just because I'm lying.
Oh, boo-hoo,
Trump
Eric.
made it fail.
Oh,
Yeah.
but don't worry, guys. Eric Debunks is here to disrupt the YouTube algorithm one click at a time.
Yeah, according to Utterly Noah, they're all going out of business, Eric. So is he gaming the algorithm whenever he does that?
I don't
mean,
know.
He's lying,
got
so he's not, but
8.27k subs with the video 3.2k views after 3 weeks. You ain't beating shit, Eric.
that's because of the algorithm, Backseater. It's always the algorithm.
I thought you were out here to disrupt the algorithm, Eric. What the fuck?
Just give it another few years.
I'm not trying to give these guys too much power. We're not doing that over here.
Also, you
But they
don't cover
contributed to it
things
in a
that
big
contradict your narrative about them. So whenever
Yeah.
you say they hate everything with black people in it, and then they positively review something with a black person in it, that destroys your fucking narrative. So it's not coddling or rewarding a behavior. It's just the fact that if you showed your audience that, they would realize that you're a fucking liar.
Yeah. Anyways.
We see like some of the media outlets like Screen Rant and Hollywood Reporter and Variety, Deadline, every once in a while dipping their toes in this kind of content.
What, being
outrage
negative about
content
something?
that these guys have sort of cultivated. And again, they've been doing it for a while. And in 2025, I started to push back a little bit harder. I started to call them out and meet them, match energy, meet them on the field where they are.
Oh, it's always
the reason
I'm
why
responding. I didn't
is-
start anything.
Yeah.
Shaming them doesn't work. You know, when they go low, we go high and then we shame them. It doesn't work. Radical empathy doesn't work. I see these channels out there trying to do that.
Radical
Reaching
empathy.
across the aisle to the creator.
Bruh, Eric Debunks is sounding like a really big terrorist right here. I'm not gonna fucking lie, guys.
He's like he's talking about them like they're the fucking Terminator. He's like, they cannot be reasoned with, and they will kill you.
Yeah. Eric Debunks said the grifters are only likening Night of the Seven Kingdoms because it's mainly white people in the show. What? Oh my god. Eric Debunks does know that.
Aren't all
Yeah,
the Game of
go ahead.
Thrones just mostly white people?
Yeah. Anyways.
Here's actually, he was asked to comment on the Critical Drinker recently, and here's what Eric Debunk said. Listen and understand, that drinker is out there. He can't be bargained with. He can't be reasoned with. He doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and he absolutely will not stop ever until you are all dead.
Yeah. Anyways.
Did he actually say that, or was that paraphrased?
That's quoting the speech from Terminator. Kyle Reese gave about the Terminator when I replaced it with Drinker.
Anyways.
Doesn't work. Those things do not work. They haven't worked for a long time. And I know a lot of the guys out there that I've associated with still believe that there's something they can do to, you know, going higher than these guys or what. Like, it's just not.
It's not going higher. Jesus. Dude, some people don't like movies. I don't know what to tell you. It's not some grand scheme to shape society. They just don't like movies.
Literally, Eric, yes.
Moving the needle for these channels.
I should say they don't like bad movies.
Right.
These guys don't care. They're here to make money and reinforce the biases of the viewers.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad.
Yeah.
You don't have any monetization on this channel, do you, Eric?
Yeah, Eric. Yeah, Eric doesn't reinforce his viewers' opinions either. No. Anyways, go on here.
To retain, and we know that their content is declining. We already know this. I've already done it. I've done.
Really, Eric? What are the numbers on that?
This old ditty.
Yeah.
And the videos on it. Check my receipts. It's all there. The math is there.
Check my receipts.
We know.
Yeah, check my receipts. Meanwhile, you don't show the receipts. Okay, bro. And if you have shown the receipts, point to where we can see them then.
Know this. So coming out of 2025 into 2026, I have decided that it is match energy only. That's what I'm gonna be
Match
doing.
energy? What?
I'm going to be going at them the same
So
way
he wants
they've
to
been
get
going at
struck.
us.
I don't know.
I'm going to be doing the kind of things they're doing, except I'm going to be doing it in a positive way. If they're going to call content woke, yeah, fuck, it's woke. Great, give me more woke shit. Give me more.
So
gay shit.
Eric,
Give me
just
more
to show
movies.
how much you've killed these channels, let's take a look at some recent videos. First of all, this one already destroys your narrative. I'm just looking at Critical Drinker most because that's the one they usually rant about the most. Most recent video. This is why the greatest Lord of the Rings. Why this is the greatest Lord of the Rings scene ever. 3 days ago, 860K views. Iron Lung. Wow, it's actually good. 1.1 million views 5 days ago. Make fantasy heroic again. 1.2 million views. That's about Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's almost like it's 3 positive videos, all of which are doing rather well, Eric. So I don't think you do have receipts. Oh, and then of course, for good measure, the one about Starfleet Academy also has 1 million views from 12 days ago. So I think he's doing just fine, Eric. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I brought the receipts. I cherry picked some unpopular video of his and said he's declining.
Yeah.
And TV shows with black people in it. Give me more movies, TV shows, and video games with women in it. I'm just going to own all of that, and I'm going to use it to push back against the kind of garbage that these guys do.
That's like Mac and
comes to their
motherfucking.
content-
No, hold on. That's like when Frank retires in Always Sunny, and Mac is like, "Listen, I'm gonna play both sides," and he's telling both sides that he's gonna play both sides. And they're like, when you're telling one, you don't tell the other side that you're playing both sides. You don't tell either side. So thanks for letting us know that that's what you're doing, you fucking retard.
Yeah. Anyways.
If I'm watching one of their videos and they're like, it's a predator in the Predator movie. Well, fuck. You're being honest. Am I going to give you credit for honesty? That's a low fucking bar.
Ideally.
At the very least, if you're a critic, and I'm using that term very loosely, if you're a critic, you should be honest about the stuff that you're watching and reviewing. So I'm not going to give you a shout out or a cookie or a fist bump or invite you over for pizza because you were honest for once in a video. When you, 99% of the time, you're a piece of shit outrage grifter, but once in a while...
You're describing yourself.
Yeah, Eric, yeah.
Except you just rage about other YouTube channels instead of, like, you know, an actual movie that's being made that you don't like.
Yeah.
Wow, you're delving into it.
Yeah. Wow, you're really gonna show us, Eric. Yeah, Eric's gonna show us, guys.
Something that's true. I'm not giving them credit for that. Fuck that. It's not happening. And I know some people don't buy
Calm down, Eric. Calm down.
Yeah, Eric is getting hashtag ass mad right now.
Fuck that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm doubling down and chilling even harder.
Yeah.
Might not be the kind of content you want to make. It's not. Maybe you feel a little uncomfortable about it, but you don't have to be comfortable with it. I am totally comfortable with it. Now, let me explain my reasoning for all this, because I think just saying they've been doing it for a long time and that we know that this is the kind of stuff they put out there willingly to make money off of it, I think we all know that. But let me explain my own personal position on why, because I think it's really important.
Yeah.
I will be 50 years old in March. I will be a 50-year-old man in March. I have been fighting for queer rights since the 90s. And we had finally
the fight is in my blood. Pizza and an ass pounding, but the way Eric likes. What, Jacob? Okay. Gwifta. Yeah.
Into a position in the early
Why am I hearing stuff about pizza and ass pumping? What?
I don't know. I'm an ass man.
Evan, you gotta stay for the full context next time.
Yeah, Evan.
I'm a busy man. Leave me be.
Bigotry and government oppression for people being queer. We had trans people finally getting some of the things that they need.
Well, the trans people screwed you. That's the only reason you're getting as much pushback as you are now is because you tried to lump in with the T's, Eric. I hate to tell you.
And then you cut them
find out, Eric.
You literally just cut them out of your fucking little gay club. And now you're fucking, you're fighting for their rights. Get out of here.
Yeah.
To live, to exist. And then we had this weird pocket of society.
You know, listening to him rant, I can't help but to feel that Family Guy episode where Brian makes the offensive Facebook post by accident, and there was all this crowd coming around his house, and he has to come outside, explain just how super on the left side he is, like how he is more left than all the people crowding around the house. And he's like, I kissed a transsexual.
Yeah.
This is what it feels like listening to Eric.
Right.
He studied that speech.
Yeah.
They came in and started trying to snatch all of that away from my community. We haven't had
Your community? Who elected you, head dwarf?
Yeah, apparently Eric is king of the gays now, apparently.
I am the Peter Dinklage of gay people, where he is king of the dwarves.
Right.
For a long time. Now, some of the states had it for a while, but federally, we haven't had it for a long time. And I marched and went out and advocated for
you went
this,
around and walked around in circles. I'm sure that accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was the Supreme
I won't
Court.
say, for a positive side, at least he's getting exercise.
Yeah. How about you get a little bit more of that exercise, Eric? Yeah.
State level and a federal level. I fought really fucking hard for this. And
what, were you in the fucking Supreme Court pleading to the judges to like fucking repeal the ban or some shit?
I'm not gonna sit back and spend the remainder of my life watching them strip all of that away from us. I refuse to be a part of it.
I won't not be able to groom kids anymore. It's an injustice against me.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Anyways.
I saved a great clip from recent Sports Wars about this, but continue in the meantime while I find that.
All right.
I refuse to. A lot of the folks that I associate with
Sports Wars,
they're allies in all of this. And
Never heard of
course
Storage
they wanna-
Wars, but I would have popped in with Storage Wars, because that was the shit when I was in middle school.
Yep. Anyways.
Stakes are really fucking high for me. I have a partner. I have a family. I have extended family.
Yeah, a dead partner, no kids, and your extended family hate you, Eric.
I want to do
Is
things
that
that
actually does his extended family hate him? Does he have a family, or?
I don't know. I assume that his family really fucking hates him. Not because he's gay, but because he's Eric DeBonks.
That's true. I wouldn't like him if I were a member of his family.
Yeah. Hang on, John has a really funny clip. Hang on, John has this clip he wants to show us all. Hang on.
This came up recently in the Olympics, too, where apparently rights were being taken away.
Oh, no.
Because this bitch was ranting.
Retarded.
Who fucking cares? You fucking lesbian bitch. Who fucking cares about the struggle? What fucking rights do you not have, you stupid, entitled cunt? Name one. Name one right that fucking gays don't have. Name one single fucking thing. Are you mad that you can't fucking groom children as openly anymore? Is that what you're mad about? What rights do you not fucking have? You're not suffering. You're not oppressed. You are the ones who constantly can't help but make yourselves the fucking victim and go out here on this global stage representing this fucking country and bashing this country. This country, which in the overall scheme of things, with a bunch of other fucking countries that are here at the Olympics, pretty tolerant of your degenerate fucking lifestyle. Yet here you are, fucking bitching and moaning.
Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious, dog.
And then right after that, he's like, I hope you go and tear your ACL.
Ryan Bounce, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was like-
guys.
that was an all-timer.
Eric was in the fucking trenches fighting for his rights.
I went
yeah.
out and walked around in circles in all my free time holding a sign. It accomplished things. I totally didn't waste my life. I didn't
Well,
waste
hey,
my
at least
life.
it was better than a lot of activists in the 50s and 60s where all they did was hang around the parks and get high. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, we're making a difference, man. Anyway,
Yeah.
pass me that roach, bro.
Hell, we're to the people and shit. Like, you should totally read that Marx guy right there. But anyway.
Be able to travel and live my life without fear of being in some situation that could take that away from me.
Eric watches
so
like
for
the
me,
first
it's
scene
more-
from It. I think it's It Part 2 with the gay couple. When he's like, "My God, this is what it's like in every red state." Oh,
Yes, exactly. He's one of those people that
You
takes
know,
those
it's-
movies to heart.
You know, it's weird. When that scene happened, I remembered a lot of people being very upset because they perceived Pennywise as being some kind of queer icon in the first movie. And then when that scene happened, they claimed, oh, they trumpetized Pennywise. When the whole time I'm thinking, that scene was in the book, you know?
Well, Plus, he was just representing lesbians. They beat each other all the time. So, you know, he was representing that part of the queer community. He's like, oh, he's mine, bitch. He fucking ate his heart.
Or than just, oh, they told the truth in one video. No, these channels, these content creators are a net negative to the fandom. Full stop. And they have been a part of the cultural shift that we're dealing with now that is enacting governmental policies that are coming after us. Back when it was just here on YouTube, yeah, it was cool. We could argue back and forth about Star Wars and shit like that.
Is it about the fandom or your fucking little queer rights? Which one is it, man? You just switched notes in like half a second.
Fandom is queer. It's all queer.
Anyways.
We have the right to be gay fans.
Cool. Doesn't mean we have to support you on that, bro.
Nobody would even know you were if you didn't constantly bring it up.
Yeah.
Supreme Court is weighing in on issues with the trans community, with the gay community that could actually affect our lives.
Gay community?
These fucks.
No, they're not. Not that I know
AJ
of. I know
Styles,
about they're doing this shit with the trans
2005.
people to keep them out of
Don't
sports.
interview.
Eric, I hate to tell you this, but it was the Republican Supreme Court that even gave you gay marriage. It wasn't even passed in Congress, so they can take it away too.
Yeah. Anyways.
Don't have to worry about any of it because it was never about them in the first place. So for me, the stakes are really fucking high. And there's
It's
a
really
lot of people
fucking
that
high,
I associate
bro.
with. The stakes aren't the same for them. Do they want to be an ally and not see any harm come to
The
my
chart
community?
in Eric's
Absolutely.
head goes,
But at the end of the
critical drinker doesn't like rings of power, ? Gay rights taken away.
Yeah. Step 3, profit. Yeah. Anyways.
today, they might go, you know what? I've done enough of this. I don't have to do any more. I can walk away from it. Guess what? We don't get that option. I don't get that option. I don't get the
You're a
option to pack it up.
victim.
Here, I'm eternally oppressed, you guys.
Are you upset? I'm upset.
And call it a day. Because I'm still going to be a gay person at the end of the day. And I'm still going to have to exist in this world. So all the straight, cisgender
Eric,
people
I
out
didn't even know you were gay until like maybe a week or two ago, whenever that whole thing was brought up. So I hated you well before I knew you were gay. Trust me. You're just an
Eric,
obnoxious person, regardless of your sexuality.
Yeah, just finding out you're gay now is I equally have the same disdain for you.
Eric, you could be the straightest motherfucker on the planet and you'd still be fucking insufferable, yeah.
there who think that I might be pushing a little bit too hard on this. There's too much at stake for me. So I'm going to match the energy.
What, are you going to lose your house? Are you going to lose your car? What, Eric?
Will come and beat the gay out of him. Don't you understand?
Oh, yeah, sure, okay.
They're going to make me straight.
Meet them on the same
Eric's
battlefield.
like, they're gonna start poisoning the water and making me straight. Oh,
they're on, and I'm going to fight really fucking hard in 2026.
Oh,
and
he's going to be really hard, right? About something.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch what I say. I'm not going to give them credit for just being honest. Again, that's the bare minimum. And a lot of times,
so you're admitting that they're honest.
I bet Eric likes the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Heyo.
Heyo.
Anyway, I'm not going to do it. I owe it to myself, and I owe it to all of you out there who support this channel to fight really fucking hard and call this shit out when I can.
I owe it to all of you to fight for something that you never told me to fight for.
Yeah.
You gotta fight. Oh, you're right.
Right.
Chipotle.
But fuck. Oh, wait, what?
Even with my busy life, sitting down and reacting to 1 or 2 videos a week
So in other words, you're not busy, Eric. Okay, good to know.
is enough for me to fuck with the algorithm. We've already seen it. We've seen the effects of it.
Does he have a job by chance?
I don't think I think he just said this is his job.
Ah, so that's one thing you share in common with him, Backseater.
So what? I'm still better than him despite my lower sub count and lower production values. But anyways.
Well, you're like half his age, so you got plenty of time to catch up.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, of course.
Unbeatable. They're not unstoppable. We're watching in real time how these channels are slowly losing the relevance that they had. The math backs it up.
Well, we already took care of that one.
Yeah, we already debunked it. We already debunked Eric debunks on that. 3-dog fight the good fight. Exactly. Jacob says Eric debunks is the type of guy to be at the park blowing bubbles to kids. Oh no.
No.
The parents like shuffle him away. He's like, "Oh wow, real homophobic of you."
Really backs it up. People in my comment section that have broken away from these channels tell me that what we are doing does matter and it does make a difference. Tone policing doesn't work for anyone. It doesn't. People out there who are a bit more active, who are a bit more radical, are the ones that are fighting hard for the rights that people who are more passive in all of this get to experience. And I'm not saying you got to kiss people's asses. I'm not saying you got to suck.
I'm sure
dicks
you've
for this.
done
I'm not
plenty
saying-
of that in your past life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Eric, what exactly are you suggesting people do? I always hate the vagaries. It's like, what do you mean by more radical? You want
I
people
think
to...
he means finding their addresses, but not necessarily doxing them because that's a crime. No, what you should do is go to their house, get a can of spray paint, and whatever movie poster for the upcoming release, plaster them all over the said person's house. Maybe spray a little bit of graffiti, whatever current slogan they have going on the front door. Maybe leave a manifesto neatly on the welcome mat. And then, yeah, you can connect the dots from there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my definition of radical. I'm not entirely sure what your guys' definition is.
Well, I don't know. They've been firebombing Teslas and firebombing government facilities and consider that still just. So I don't know what he's asking for.
Yeah. Anyways.
What I am
He's
saying
asking for
is
a
that
call to
you
arms.
took-
Yeah.
Up his ass.
Policing people who are fighting really hard is a net negative to the community when all you have to do is show a little bit of support.
In other words, just
That's
support whatever we do.
Yeah.
Just support us.
Just
Don't
kiss
ask questions.
ass. Yeah, like you said, not to. Don't kiss ass, but listen, all you gotta do is kiss some ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Follow us unfailingly, or else you are disloyal.
All you have to do is be there to support the people who are on the front lines fighting. And so I promise you guys in 2026, I'm making this promise to you. I'm going to
Make
try
us a
everything
promise,
I
Eric.
can to go as fucking hard as I can
All right,
in
you
this
stay
space
hard.
to make
Wait.
sure that I am doing my
Oh,
best.
hold on, John. I think Mr. Eric here would like that that direction you're taking.
He's ready right now for it. He's like, whoa.
Whoa, hold up. I got a radical idea for Eric. Go to Muslim land. Hey, there you go, Eric. Yeah.
There you go.
All out.
Sure, they'll
all
welcome him there with
bad
open
faith,
arms.
All the bad
Yeah.
actors, all of the scammers, all of the grifters, everyone that I can, so that I'm at least doing something, because YouTube refuses to do it. YouTube refuses to enforce their terms of service. YouTube,
They don't break them, Eric. We've been over this. Fuck.
Oh, Eric.
refuses to change the algorithm for the better. They're refusing
For
to
the
do
better. Oh wait, Eric, I thought you were changing the algorithm. Now you need YouTube to change it in your favor just to compete.
Interesting.
This is all we have. Channels like myself and other channels out there that call this stuff out. This is all we have in this space because YouTube, who owns the platform, refuses to enforce their own terms of service. And so in 2026, that's it. That's it for me. There's too much at stake.
So you're retiring this year, Eric?
Anybody that's in my comment section wondering why I'm going so hard on these guys, why I'm saying cry more and being a little bit more bold and abrasive, it's because I'm fed up. I'm fed up with these channels. I'm fed up with the behavior.
Tubby.
I'm fed up with them coming in and trying to fucking take things away from the queer community. I'm fed up with it. I'm done with it. And so if you have any opinions on this,
so what happened? Did they take like some kind of fucking fruitcakes out of Doomsday or something?
No, nothing has happened. But
yeah,
it's totally going to, bro.
They would throw him out from a 2-storage apartment, but they would need a crane to pick up Eric. Yeah,
he'd have a nice 6-second party in Palestine, you know, if he ever went there and said how gay he
was.
I'm
so terrified, Eric. Yeah,
agree with me. If you're somebody that's like, we should go higher when they go lower, I'm not mad at you for feeling that way. And in a situation where things weren't as fucking important as they are right now, I tend to agree with that. I would tend to agree with that. But I just don't think we have the luxury of that anymore. I don't think that's an option anymore. We're watching things, and I'm talking specifically about the United States, the country that I live in. We're watching things getting stripped away from us. We're watching rights get trampled on. All of these things are happening, and there are people sitting around still hoping for the best. I want to reach across the aisle. Let's show a little bit of radical empathy to these people. You can't do that. And even if you don't hate those folks on the other side, you cannot let them stop
you showed a lot of radical
from
empathy.
yourself.
Your form of radical empathy. You saw what the left form of radical empathy was when Charlie Kirk got shot.
Yeah. Eric debunks the type of guy to bring a pride flag to a 4th of July party. Yeah, pretty much.
Protecting your best interest. You cannot. We have bots we're dealing with on Twitter. We have all of these really rich people trying to control every platform out there.
All the rich people are against you.
Oh no. Anyways, also, weird. Eric, I thought you were on Blue Sky. What the fuck are you doing complaining about bots on Twitter?
I'm sure more billionaires supported Kamala there, Eric, and she spent a shit ton more, so...
Yeah.
I think the rich are on a different side than what you think.
Yeah.
Are too high. And I need you guys to understand that. And I love you all. I appreciate all the support, all the thumbs up, all the comments. And trust me, when I am out here doing this, and I'm the face of this, and I'm taking all the attacks, and I'm doing all the things that I'm doing this because I'm
taking all the slings and arrows. I'm a very brave man.
Yeah.
I want to protect your family. I want you guys to also
Nobody asked you to.
Nobody asked.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody cares! No one cares about you, Eric, yeah.
In this country, and ultimately this world.
I will say this. Out of all of the dirt vendors, like, you know me, Baxter, like, I don't mind Ant all that much. But I can't help but to feel that even if I have a simple conversation with Eric here, it will probably go south. Because I feel like you could say the most minute, trivial thing, and he would still find a reason to get pissed off over it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, that's the impression I'm getting from this guy.
Yeah.
And I think
it's 0 to 100. It's like, you know, it's never just like, well, you know, agree to disagree. He's like, wow, you're trying to take away all my rights by saying that.
Yeah.
Like, really?
I think this is that important. And I know some people might not feel that way, but I feel that way. And I can promise you a lot of people that watch my content and watch content like mine also feel that way. And it is valid. And I think it's really, really important that we remember to not let the bullies get the best of us.
So what does that mean for you, Eric?
Yeah, Eric.
Well, I'm fighting for good stuff, so it doesn't count for me.
Bullies, and I have to bully the bullies.
Well, you bully me.
See,
you bully me
right there.
Wait, what? Wait, what, Evan? What'd you say, Evan?
I asked, what does that make him? And he just immediately said, I'll bully the bullies. I'm like, oh, there you go.
Bully me? Why you bully me?
Yeah, it came full circle.
You
But it's always in
fucking-
response, Evan. That means he's still the good guy because he totally got bullied first due to imagining his bullying.
Yeah.
He likes to fight fire with fire and penis with penis.
That, yeah.
I need from y'all is support.
Don't give me that
That's it.
visual.
I can go out there, I can say what I want to say, I can make the videos, I can make the post, I can do all that stuff, I can debunk everything. Just give me the support and let me do it. Let me do it. Let me be on the front lines for you. Again, love you guys. Take care. Have a great week, and leave any of your thoughts.
So
on
that
this
was
down
basically like filleting himself, the video.
Like,
Like, I'm so brave, I
himself
fought so
up.
hard, and I am just so important that the rest of you probably wouldn't understand.
This is why we need to make social media great again by banning those grifters.
Censorship, pro-censorship again.
Awesome! I love everything you said! You have my support! Great
That
video,
sounds like a
Eric,
fucking
as
bot.
always.
Speaking
Keep
of
up
bots.
the fantastic work. Much love. Take care, all you lovely people out there.
Oh, these sound like fucking bot responses. For as much as he just complained about bots, these are the most generic. Like you don't even have to be on this video. It could be about any video.
You're 50? I thought you were 30 to 40. What the fuck? Even Watch Mojo's tried dipping into this content with their thumbnail for the Snow White movie because of these guys. Yeah, because it's fucking popular and it's a popular topic and they want to ride the algorithm, you friggin' idiot.
Everybody hated that movie. Anybody who tried to defend it was going to lose all credibility. Of course, you had people going after that movie.
Literally, yes. I think you should go hard. I think you should be far, far more abrasive and loud. F&T should hear the echoes and pangs of your rage from across the world, wherever they look. Your mission is a righteous one.
Oh my god. Talk
Thank
about
you
a
for your
culture
rules and
warrior.
integrity.
Ugh.
Newer to your channel, and my God, you don't look 50. You look about 30 years old. Thank you. Oh, what an oath that. Hey, double A, it's double A. Let's not. Yeah, yeah, double A, yeah.
That's funny.
Nice. You guys down for another Eric Debunks video? I got another one lined up here.
Boy, sure.
Boy, yeah. Alright, let's see here. Which one is it? Okay, so here we go. Eric Debunks says, the Critical Drinker says Star Wars is dead again.
Well, it remains dead. It's not that it's dying again and again. It's just that just an update. It still currently is.
Yes.
Reminder.
So these guys don't seem to understand. It's like they're always like, oh, how many times is it going to die? It's like they're not saying Star Wars has died every video. They're just saying it remains dead. Sorry.
Right.
What's up, board fam? Eric here, and this is going to be example number
Eric and his
5,000.
co-host Will.
Yeah, Eric, if you want people to like get invested in your content, it's probably not a good idea to advertise that you're bored. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I'll watch this guy. He's pretty bored whenever he makes his videos. Yeah.
He's just making it easy for Mr. Grizzy to, he can clip out that part of his pause right here and just put it in a thumbnail. I'm bored. Normally they have to add those little speech bubbles like Bob Iger going like, we're fucked or something. But
yeah.
689 that Critical Drinker, Nerdrotic, all of these guys do not want to change culture for the better. They just want your money, and they will take it any way you're willing to give them.
No.
Even if they have to pretend to be outraged about something, knowing full well that in the end they're just going to admit that nothing is going to change. And you out there, you have to stay mad about it. Sorry about your luck.
Okay, I'm back. I assume we're watching another Eric video.
Yep.
I assumed walking back in, Eric was going to say something suspect, but
yeah,
I'm going to hear something without context, and I was going to complain about it, and y'all were going to laugh.
Yeah, Eric the insufferable. Yeah, Eric right there looking like he's ready for a big gulp of jizz right there.
Looks like he's ready to go mouth to mouth on that microphone of his.
Yeah, he's like,
He's like, "Can I put the whole thing in my mouth? Let's find out."
That's one of the reasons why I never trusted microphones like that, because it is super easy to get photoshopped doing something very suspect with a microphone design like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that, John. Like that, John.
What? I was just yawning.
Eric's like, I haven't had the taste of a mighty fine cock in a while. Might as well get this microphone will do.
Especially a big, thick, black one.
Black.
Have the critical drinker with his sunglasses off because he knows he looks like a complete idiot wearing them in all of his content, but he's...
Yeah, Eric, because you don't look like an idiot wearing your glasses and all your
Bro,
content.
You're
Yeah.
a 50-year-old man wearing like a baseball cap and a graphic tee, you know?
Yeah.
He's got one of those hipster sunglasses.
Yeah, he's got the weird glasses. I'm pretty sure those aren't just function.
Like,
Eric's got... sorry, Evan, go ahead.
I'd be a little more soft on him if he was wearing those glasses ironically. But I don't think he's wearing them unironically. I think he legitimately thinks he's part of the clique, the geek squad. The ones who walk around in graphic t-shirts wearing giant sunglasses like that and whatever baseball hat they grab out of their closet that day.
Now look here,
Don't
Evan,
get me
he's
wrong,
been fighting the
don't get me
good
wrong.
fight.
I have my own collection of baseball caps, and I too enjoy my t-shirts every now and then, but, I can get away with it. I'm in my 20s. This guy looks like he's bordering in his 50s.
Yeah. Well,
How
he is
dare
in his
you.
50s. Yeah.
He was on the front line of baseball cap wearers, and now all of their rights are being taken away to wear baseball caps by YouTube grifters, don't you know?
Yeah. Eric DeBunk's gonna give that mic a hot twa. Eric,
Leave that shit in 2025. Come on, man.
Come on, Jacob. That's a dead meme now. Dinosaur says Eric ironically likes comic book guy from.
I think he's saying he looks like the comic book guy.
Oh yeah. Nah, comic book guy looks more masculine than this.
Don't worry, dinosaurs. Don't worry, dinosaurs. I got you, fam.
Yeah.
It's like most insulting comparison ever.
Yeah. Look, sorry. All right. Anyways, keep going.
Gotta play the character in the videos to keep y'all happy out there. Here he is on GB News, which is just basically Fox News. So you know it's a bunch of lies and bullshit.
I haven't even heard of this news channel, but yeah, sure, Eric. I'll take your word for this.
Look at the little banner underneath them. It says, breaking US TV challenges woke. We're using woke in 2026.
I mean, yes, Eric, it is still used in common parlance today, yes, and...
This is crazy. Character in Paramount Plus show, Landman, challenges the use of pronouns. So apparently that's challenging woke. Keep in mind, Paramount Plus also has every season of RuPaul's Drag Race, including RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars, and including RuPaul's Drag
but those
Race
guys
Plus.
admit they're dudes. To be fair, those guys know they're dudes. They just know they're dudes who dress like chicks. They're not going around saying that they're actually women like fucking Caitlyn Jenner or something.
Yeah, it's true. Some people realize that it's silly and kind of just play into it and have a sense of reality about it.
It's called, exactly. It's like kayfabe. You know what I'm saying, guys? Comic book guy would beat Eric DeBunks in an eating contest. Yeah.
Oh, he just kick his ass in a fight, too.
Yeah. Bro is just as much of a shill as Birdman. Dude's got a Marvel gaming chair. Yeah, pretty much.
All-Stars and all of the Star Trek shows that they complain about are all on Paramount Plus.
Yes.
But I guess US TV challenges woke. Let's hear what Critical Drinker has
Well,
to
those
say.
don't all
here.
have
I
the same
promise you-
writer. I don't know if you know this. And also, fucking Brett Sheridan, who writes Landman and a shit ton, and all like Yellowstone and everything that basically like keeps Paramount Plus afloat.
Yeah.
He writes decidedly more neutral or even slightly right-leaning content, I would say.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So he subsidizes all the stupid shit that they fund. Also, the owners of Paramount inherited a lot of the Star Treks and all that sort of stuff, so they might not necessarily support that. That they're going to take whatever profit they can get from it. They've already made it at this point.
Yeah.
It's not going to be anything mind-changing. But after we watch this clip, I want you guys to understand, all of you critical drinker fans out there, I want you to understand.
Taylor Sheridan,
if you're still willing to support him,
that's what I said, isn't it?
No, you said Brett Sheridan.
Okay.
Probably need to seek some form of therapy, or you just like throwing your money away, because he's going to admit here in this clip.
What money?
What money? Honestly,
critical drinker charges a subscription to watch him.
You need to give me $2 if you want to watch me videos.
If you're gonna have the critical drinker, he's got to be able to afford his scotch. You get me? So you got to pay for me bottle every week, and then I'll make another video.
Yeah.
Is complaining about stuff, and it was never about making things better. So all of the hard work that you put in Star Wars doesn't mean anything. Let's hear what he has to say.
I'm good. I'm very happy because Star Wars might be saved.
Oh.
A beloved series of films. Do you think we've got the head producer, Kathleen? She is now left, I believe, the Star Wars franchise.
Oh, this guy's a hope peddler like Doomcock.
No, oh God.
He's like, oh, now that Kathleen Kennedy's gone, everything is saved, right?
No,
I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah, especially with fucking Filoni at the helm now.
I mean, he's a newscaster, so he's probably a super normie who heard it and probably thinks she got fired or something. He's like, oh yeah, amazing.
Eric is salty, doesn't have any channel members or get any super chats. Yeah.
This guy doesn't even know what he's talking about. The guy that's interviewing him, I don't even know his name. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. He's just reading off whatever it is they're telling him.
He's just a newscaster.
No
yeah,
shit,
he's an
Eric.
old normie. I don't. It's like if my dad heard about Kathleen Kennedy getting fired. He doesn't know anything that's going on behind the scenes. He doesn't keep up with it. He's just like, oh, they fired the Star Wars person. Maybe Star Wars will get good again. Someone who doesn't keep up with the news, that's just what they're going to think.
Yeah, Drinker has made his own books and films, Eric. Yeah, and say what you about the quality of that stuff, but what the fuck have you done instead, Eric? Aside from just sit on your ass and make schlock.
Oh, excuse me, Backseater. He went around and yelled at people to let him butt fuck people.
Yeah, I'm sure Eric was truly the guy that tipped the scales in his side's favor, yeah.
I also think it's funny that it says Free Speech Nation, fam, on the wall. Free Speech Nation. But here they are challenging freedom of expression by calling it woke ideology. But they're part of
they're challenging how good of a decision that is. I don't think they're arguing to ban even being able to make this sort of stuff. I think most people here are just saying you will not be successful if you do that, and we will punish you monetarily because we don't like what we see. That's just called basically pleasing the consumer.
Right, yeah. Sorry, John, go ahead.
Not contradictory to free speech to say those two things. What is contradictory is if you say that you're for free speech, Eric, and then you want everybody banned off every platform that it disagrees with you.
Right. Also, John, I got John Evan, New York Philip, I got a question. Who do you guys think would win in an alcohol drinking contest? Drinker or Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Oh, Stone Cold. Without.
You think, Evan? John, what about you? Who do you think?
Oh, that's a tough one because just Scottish people in general. I always think Scottish and Australian people have a natural drinking advantage. What did Stone Cold normally drink on a typical night at the, in the ring?
7 beers and a Bloody Mary and a margarita.
Oh, that's what Drinker drinks for breakfast.
Yeah, well, the 7 beers, I think they were like Bud, or what was it? Was it like a regular, a 5% beer? Because that's not too much then.
I don't know. I just know it was just a beer, just a generic beer.
Plus, he poured a lot on his face and his
maybe
chest.
Maybe a Bud Light here or there. Probably whatever was the cheapest nearest store since he went through a ton.
So I'm gonna have to give the edge to Drinker on that one because
He also collaborated with the El Segredo Brewing Company to create his own signature beer, Broken Skull IPA.
Broken Skull.
Not even sure Drinker has his own drinking brand.
I don't know.
He also gave the president of the United States a Stone Cold Stunner. So
Yeah.
I
don't know. I don't know. New York Foreman. Who'd you pick again? I don't think we heard you.
Critical.
All right, I'm with Evan on this. I think Stone Cold's got this. He has a history of high volume beer chugging plus hard liquor sessions. He drank over 115 beers in one night and then a fifth of whiskey in an hour. He's got that big build so he can hold a lot of beer. He's in his 60s and he's still tough as nails. And like I said, he's got decades of real and performative boozing in high stakes environments. I'm sorry, but Stone Cold is the winner.
That's the bottom line.
No.
Stone Cold said so.
Now, however, if this was between Critical Drinker and the Sandman, I am a little more on the fence on this one. Like, if we're talking Prime Sandman, then yeah, he may take it. But we're talking Critical Drinker versus Sandman in the now, I would probably give it to Critical because Sandman at this time is currently trying to sober up.
Yeah. Anyways, keep going.
Pretty fun.
Are you optimistic that it can be healed, or is it forever tainted?
I think it's forever tainted at this point. Under her stewardship, they've taken Star Wars from one of the biggest pop culture phenomenons in our history to a bunch of...
Drinker's more black-pilled than we gave him credit for.
Yeah. But hey, Drinker, don't forget, under Kathleen Kennedy's stewardship, she helped Andor get made. Don't forget that. I'm never letting him live that shit down, by the way.
Open TV shows on another.
There you have it. Forever tainted. He's not even willing to give it a shot. He's not even.
He's being honest. Before you said he was hiding it, and then saying it at the end that they should give up. So now that he says it out front, you got to change your tune and go, well, see, he's doing the exact opposite of what I said he would do before, but he's still bad.
Right. Yes, like Jacob said, Stone Cold likes his beer Stone Cold. Exactly. Yeah, Melissa says Stone Cold wins. Melissa thinks Sandman wins. Yeah, anyway.
See. Let's wait and see if all the hard work that myself and my viewers have put in over the years, if all of that hard work is going to pay off and things are going to get better for Star Wars. No, it's not. Absolutely not. So you have to stay miserable.
Work? You just criticized it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Eric, what the hell? If anything, the hard work was done by Disney fucking it up. So there you go.
I would venture to say that he will not claim to have done any hard work on Star Wars.
Yeah.
If anything, he'll say that they made his job easy, probably, because he'll be like, well, they always joke about that whenever some new shitty show comes out, like Az and Gary and all them. They're always like, well, Az is even saying it now with Star Trek Academy. He's like, oh, my accountant loves it, but it's driving me fucking insane.
Yeah.
And listen to him complain about everything for Star Wars forever. Lock
Except
it in.
Andor.
Get ready. You have to be mad about Star Wars until you're dead.
Well, you don't have to be mad about it. Most people have gotten way past the
Yeah, Eric is look at this. Eric is literally turning red over this. Look at this shit.
Eric, your little speech bubble is a lie. You're not bored. You're ass mad.
Yeah, hashtag ass mad right there. Yeah, also anybody can criticize Star Wars, Eric. Yeah.
Oh, you're gone. You have to be angry. Sit around with all of these other old men screaming and yelling about Star Wars because...
Says the old guy screaming and yelling about a guy not liking Star Wars.
Men of all various ages, by the way, and women, they got, even on FNT, they got a couple chicks. They just don't talk very much. And then, there's Snarky J out there talking about the extended universe. And
she ain't living that shit down, John. You know that, right?
I forgive her, whatever.
I stopped being mad in 2018 after TLJ. And then Melissa turned to apathy, and apathy is death.
Yeah, mad was kind of like the first stage, and then you're a little sad for a while, and then you're just and then you just reach like where you're not watching anything at all. That's where I was for a while, and then you discover the channels that are calling shit out and documenting all this shit correctly.
Eric debunks would call Stone Cold drinking 100 beers offensive for some reason.
Oh, he imagine. Oh my gosh, imagine him watching some old segments. He'd be like, "Why are they objectifying this Trish Stratus lady? She should be a strong woman." And
hang on, New York Floorman. What are you showing off? What's that poster right there? Hang on. Important notice, all tenants, please don't flush any type of wipes down the toilets clogging the building pipes. Thank you, sincerely connected. Why are you
showing us this?
Why are you showing us this, New York Florida man? Well, okay then.
Thanks.
Thanks.
You're muted, New York, Florida man.
New York Florida man, you're muted! I don't think you can hear us.
Oh, yeah. No, because that thing's been posted on my building forever. And you gotta walk in and see that dirty shit every time you walk in. It's like, hey, it's a picture of dirty shit towel paper.
Share your pain with everybody else.
Why do all the anti-grifters have no self-awareness? Because they suck. If he saw Trish bark at Vince, he'd have a heart attack. Exactly.
And then strip down to her fucking underwear. And
yeah.
Oh, and then the spanking matches. He'd be like, "What? Why do they not make the men do the spanking matches? As a gay man, I need to fight for this." Like they tried that once. Eric, it didn't get any ratings. He's like, "Ow!"
It's just there's no money. There's no money in giving it a chance. There's no money in that. The only money that they know is to continue the grip, continue to make you guys mad at something and be angry about something. And I implore you, even if you don't like me, and I know a lot of you don't. I know a lot of you out there don't like me. Even if you don't like me, you
well, Eric,
he has to say this to his own audience. I know my whole audience hate watches me, but you know, just give me money, please.
Also, Eric, giving Disney stars a chance is indeed a net negative for Star Wars, because Disney has shown that every time you give them a chance, they'll do something extremely stupid with it. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah, at this point, you just gotta laugh and just go in expecting to shit on it.
Yeah.
If they, somehow were to surprise somebody, that would be something, but it ain't happening.
To understand, he is admitting here that nothing is going to change only because of the fact that he is not willing to give it a chance.
Well, also, at this point, there's been so much shit, like, even if you made a bunch of good shit, it wouldn't matter, because you fucked the entire continuity over, so, like, that's kind of, I have to imagine that's where Drinker is coming from, considering that he didn't, like, hate a couple things. It's like, well, if even he's saying that, even though he's got, had a couple things he likes, it's like, then that's kind of just making the point further. It's like, even people who like some are willing to admit that it's dead. You're not willing to admit that it's dead, though.
Right. We gave it a chance, fuckface. Are we supposed to give everything a chance after they fucked it into oblivion already?
Infinite chances.
Yeah.
So what is all the fighting?
Yeah, we'll give them a second chance, and then we'll give them a second chance, and then a second chance. Yeah.
Kamala gets up there as the new head of Star Wars. She's like, America is a nation of 346 chances. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what I'm asking you for.
And Star Wars is a galaxy of 270 billion, 5 chances, yeah.
And then she starts going on, my mama always told me that Star Wars was like a coconut, and when it fell from the tree, you had to wrap your string around it. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody's like, what the fuck are they talking? What?
What? Yeah.
Here. Is it just complain? I've said this about these channels before. I'm going to reiterate it here because I think it's really important. These channels are problem-centric channels. What I mean by that is they love to create problems and discourse and anger.
Well, they're creating the problems now.
I see. Last time I checked, Eric, it wasn't Drinker who fucked Star Wars over.
I don't think he's ever made a single Star Wars thing, quite frankly, so I don't know how you could say he created the problems.
No.
And make all of the money off of that. However, they have no solution to the problems. For years, the solution was getting rid of Kathleen Kennedy. For years, she was going to be fired.
Well, I'll agree with him. And I think he should take more of a purist solution, and it would be nice if, as an author, he got into some of the EU books and stuff.
Yeah. Anyways.
For years, as soon as she's gone, Star Wars is going to be better. They kept saying that because they didn't believe it was actually...
Nobody was saying that.
No.
People were going after Dave Filoni for years, and people were saying that she had fucked up the entire story so much that it couldn't be saved for years. So this is some revisionist history on Eric's part.
Yeah. Drive the bus around the circle and the bus drives. Ha ha ha. I don't get it, Briscoe.
Oh, I think he's doing a Kamala word salad.
Oh. Anyways.
In their minds, they didn't think it was going to happen, so they could just keep saying it because it didn't matter.
Oh, everybody knew it was going to happen. She's old as fuck.
Yeah, Eric. Like, fuck. Like, how old is she? Hang on.
Late 70s, I'm pretty sure. Mid 70s at least.
Yeah. She was born in 1950. Yeah, she's 72. Yeah, so she's an old fucking bag. Yeah. Anyways.
Left Star Wars, got fired. It didn't matter because they never believed it would. And here she is, retiring, stepping away from Star Wars. And now they have to create new things to be mad about because that is the way they make money here on YouTube. If you're still listening to these guys, if you're still supporting them with your time and your energy and your money, if you're doing that, just know that there's no brighter side to this. There's no greener grass on the other end of this. There's no solution to the problem. There's no alternate stuff that you can tune into that's good. None of that will ever happen. These guys will keep you perpetually angry and upset about everything you love because it allows them to make money. And then after they're done with that, they can turn their camera off. They can go watch Star Wars. They can watch all of these things and enjoy them because all they have to do is make a few videos a week telling you guys how to feel about something. And you're just going to do it. And they have you trained. They have you trained like dogs. That's what you have to say.
A particularly successful streaming service.
Fucking Christ, Derek. Jesus. Like, fucking... Derek really needed to get all that shit off his chest right there. Fuck.
I don't know how you even begin to come back from something like that.
Oh, no way.
No, and then we also had this week the launch of Starfleet Academy, Star Trek Starfleet Academy, something as a Trek... Yeah, something I really looked forward to for decades.
Oh.
And I couldn't watch the whole thing because it was just, it made me vomit.
Interesting. You literally are advertising a challenging of woke below you with Paramount Plus and a TV show on Paramount. You're using that as an advertisement below you while you're complaining about Star Trek that is literally on Paramount Plus.
We already debunked that point, Eric.
But some of the clips were just unbelievable, and it didn't get like the viewer. It did not do very well. That's fair to say, right? Okay.
No, they released the first episode onto YouTube for free to try and get some interest. Some
fun fact: a lot of things release their first episode on YouTube for free, and Paramount Plus is very consistent.
Yeah, it's a stupid
you can go
business
through and
model.
look at the stuff they release for free. Matter of fact, RuPaul's Drag Race, I just spoke about this a second ago, comes on MTV. It's an MTV show. It breaks records every single year that it comes out, and they put the episodes on YouTube for people to watch.
Yeah, it breaks so many records. People hardly hear about it breaking records. Yeah, okay.
What record is it? One of those Disney records where they keep narrowing the goalpost until they can say it's a record? It's like, it was our most watched show in January of the current year out of new premieres.
What the fuck are you talking about, Eric? We've been naming hundreds of things wrong with Star Wars for years, yeah.
You mean to tell me that they're doing that because there's a problem? There's an issue? No, they do it because it's the way they market their
Has
stuff.
Star Trek been doing it?
Mm-hmm. Market all of their shows, pretty much.
Support for it. I got 1,300 live viewers. So one of my good friends, Gary, who runs a YouTube channel called Nerdrotic.
Oh, that's it, right? You got to shout Gary out. Right?
Well, yeah, it's his buddy.
Hashtag ass mad.
Yeah.
Oh, you made a whole video saying how, like, you know, somebody should have gone after Birdman because they went after you instead. So
Yeah.
you were advertising your buddy.
Yeah. Yes, Eric, we know you love RuPaul. Yeah.
On here without giving a little hand job to your friend. You gotta feel him up.
What?
You gotta cup the ball.
Was that a homophobic
there.
joke from a homosexual human being?
Yes.
I can make it because I'm a homo.
Yeah. Oh, I see. You a homo.
Balls on here and give him a shout
I'm
out,
an asshole.
which was probably established before you ever came on here.
Homo.
Because the two of you.
You mean as in homosexual?
Nope, the other one. Homo sapien, of course.
Oh, right. I knew there was another homo.
No, this guy is Homo erectus.
Somebody could
So
make an
badly
easy,
what-
like, Magneto is homophobic cut of X-Men. Just cut out the
Yeah.
sapien after everything. You just be like, destroy the homo.
Yeah, you just gave me an idea for a short video edit.
Yeah, based Magneto.
To the mainstream.
There was a great
And
honest
it's funny
trailers
because
joke.
Ian McKellen is super gay.
Yeah, that's the irony, yeah.
Be like the X-Men, the 1960s cut or something. But there was a hilarious honest trailers joke about him where they're like, starring Magneto's Cure cover band. It shows him in the woods whenever he's like, "We are the Cure." And they're all like, "Yeah."
They always bring it back to something sexual. Indeed, it's gonna be
In the position that you chastise everybody else for, that you're willing to just go on here and whore Gary out. Whore Gary out.
Jesus, dude, it was a quick
Pay attention
shout out,
here.
and it's
Dude,
relevant.
Jesus Christ, bro! It was like one offhanded remark. Fuck, bro.
And it's also,
Eric-
I know what he's going to
All
bring
that
up, and it's
pent up
extremely
anger
relevant to the
over a
story.
simple shout out.
Yeah, as if Eric, if he were invited on the show, as if Eric wouldn't give a shout out to fucking Dane or Bob or Ant or Birdman or fucking anybody else in those little cliques. Yeah.
It's also not just randomly plugging. I know exactly what Drinker's going to say here, and it's very much relevant to the story that he's talking about.
Right.
He's going to try to compare Gary, who already has a pre-established live stream with Friday Night Titans, right?
Yeah.
A pre-established live stream, a pre-established audience. He's going to compare that to the premiere of a show on YouTube where people can watch it other places.
What?
They can watch it on Paramount Plus. They can watch it on other locations. If they subscribe to Paramount through Amazon, there's other ways to watch this. But he's going to compare that as if that is the only way you can watch Star Trek is on YouTube with one of Gary's streams. This is bad faith. This is bad faith. Let's listen to this.
Well, it's even less than Paramount, though, because if it's through Paramount, at least you have a paywall, so you're less likely to watch it then. Like, yeah, that's where their audience is, but it's also free on YouTube, and so a YouTuber beat a giant corporation is more the thing.
Right.
Who runs a YouTube channel called Nerdrotic. He put a live stream up of just a Spock action figure sitting in a chair with nothing going on, and that got 3 times as many live viewers.
Oh, okay. So case closed. Case closed. Some people trolling on an unregulated system where you can just have bots in the chat all day.
Oh, it was all
That
bots. All my
They're
viewers are
bots,
genuine, but all of his are bots.
Yeah.
What's your point?
Hang on. Derek Briscoe says, Eric, everything you say is bad faith. Yeah.
That case closed, guys, because people were only watching the episode of Star Trek at that exact time on YouTube. Wonderful.
As Starfleet Academy. That shows you how this franchise is just completely dead.
And isn't it sort of $10 million an episode?
I believe it is, yes.
It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed. They said that it could be upwards of 20, but they said that they were trying to get it closer to 10. That's an unconfirmed
So
amount.
he's
They're basing it
being
on-
generous and going with the lowball estimate.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid ass.
He just literally like substantiated the point by saying that. He's
Exactly.
like, well, hang on a second. It could be twice as much as that, Drinker. Don't you say that about Star Trek.
Yeah.
Don't undersell yourself.
World's budget. So that's again information they don't know.
And you've got a character wearing glasses.
Oh my god, he just lacks self-awareness. It's like, hey dude, you realize that he gave the lower number of the two that you just put out there. Like, do you even hear yourself talking?
Nope.
There is one sort
got
of
him.
like in the TV show Landsman, if anybody's watched it, but they have a character there. Unfortunately, we can't show the clip for time, but the character there calls out their sort of non-binary flatmate, which is kind of a big deal on American TV for them to just sort of blatantly just go, no, that's
with RuPaul's Drag Race, which typically covers topics like being non-binary, trans people, obviously gay community, gay culture, drag culture, all those things. So it's really weird that you're hyper fixated on this scene now because we can't show.
Well, Eric, they said this one show is calling it out, not the whole platform in general. So there's also that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The scene because Paramount Plus loves to strike channels. I will tell you what the scene is. You have a character named Ainsley who meets another character named Pagan. Pagan is non-binary and is written by someone who clearly doesn't understand anything about the community. Or if they do, they're trying to be a pick-me. Because the character is
They disagree with my homogenized view on this. You have to think this exact way, otherwise you're a pick-me.
His homogenized view.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely insufferable in the scene. Arguing with her, going back and forth with her, with Ainsley. And there's a discussion about pronouns. And then Ainsley, who in the entire scene sounds stupid as fuck, which is literally the audience that they're obviously catering to with this character. Dumb, stupid, blonde, white girl that just... both of these characters are stereotypes.
What in your Florida man?
He's talking about stereotypes, and I love how he just says this blonde, stupid, dumb white girl.
Yeah. Yeah, RuPaul. You're hyper fixated on RuPaul. Yes, yeah, seriously, Eric, just go watch RuPaul that badly. Or fucking hell, Eric, start a review series reviewing RuPaul episodes. Fuck, bro. Anyways, again with the RuPaul, yeah.
Both of them. So that's bad enough. But she's like, well, why do you call yourself they, them when they, them is plural? It's also singular.
No, it isn't.
No, it's not.
It's
the
also
fuck planet are you from?
No.
Singular. Like if
no, it isn't.
No, it isn't. And if there are people who believe it is, well, that's because they belong to an outdated society, basically. With outdated-ass views on gender norms that don't stack up well compared to modern-day science.
The only people I would call they, thems are people with, like, multiple personality disorders. Because they got a bunch of motherfuckers in their head.
Yeah. Anyways, keep going.
Across the room, and I go, hey, look at them over there.
Yeah,
Or,
them,
I wonder what
all of
they're
those
doing.
different disordered people in one person.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a singular way of using it.
Fucking
so it's
Golem
singular,
and Smeagol
and it's-
show up at a place. They're like, "Your respect is our pronouns. We're them in here."
Yeah.
But she's literally so stupid in the scene, she doesn't understand that. And this character, Pagan, is also being absolutely insufferable with a bad personality. That's what the scene is. But it's also on a network that has Star Trek. It's also on the network that shows queer content.
Do you know what a writer
I'm not-
is, and that it can be like different in between different shows? I feel like you're having a really tough time grasping this concept here. Buddy.
Yeah.
He thinks the people that writes these episodes of Star Trek somehow decide all the other shows that go on that platform.
Yeah.
Wow.
How many disorders do we think Eric has, guys?
Well,
Yes.
retardation for one.
Yeah.
He has all the disorders.
Yeah.
What the message you're trying to get here, except that Landman is actually, at least the scenes that I've seen, a pretty poorly written TV series.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, something you would see.
If you're
on
gonna
most
call that
networks.
out, I better never hear you showing for Star Wars again, buddy.
Yeah, straight up, Eric. Yeah.
but Taylor Sheridan, I guess, is more based than most TV producers, and I think he's not afraid to call stuff like that out. I mean, it's very much low-hanging fruit at this point. It's the kind of thing that's very easy for people to mock if they're that way inclined.
I am all the
he went ahead and did it.
distorter.
But you still do it all the time, bro. You guys still cry about it. Cry more, though. I really want
they
you to
laugh
cry
at
more.
it when some idiot producer tries to throw it into a show.
Yeah.
and he's the one crying about it.
Yeah. Anyways.
Can you? If I have a video request. Can you just make a video with you sitting around crying about diversity? I think that would be really cool. Like just tears everywhere. Maybe you got a support teddy bear, something like that. I would really like to see that. Because the fact that woke shit makes you upset.
It's amazing the lack of self-awareness
more
right now. He's just
exciting.
crying and crying about Critical Drinker, and he's
Anyway,
like,
so,
"You need to make a video of you crying because you're crying so much."
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Right, well, look, we'll take what we can get. Thank you very much for joining us. Critical Drinker.
We'll take what we can get. And you bring him off as Critical Drinker.
Yeah,
This is
well,
one
that
of the
is
most
what he's
pathetic
known as.
interviews I've seen. So let's recount what we saw here. He admits that he's never going to give Star Wars a chance. Therefore, letting all you guys out there know that it's nothing but edging from here on out. It's
Well,
just
you
an
said it
edging
was
session.
trash
It's a gooning
yourself,
session.
shitbird.
Yeah, what the fuck, Eric? Anyways.
And you're never going to get off. There's never an orgasm at the end of the rainbow. Oh, I'm sorry,
Whoa.
Rainbow's trigger. There's never an orgasm at the end of the light of the tunnel. So it's nothing but edging the whole time. So you're never going to get that satisfaction.
Okay.
Didn't change culture.
Listen, don't knock edging until you try it.
To get rid of
What an
Captain
odd
Yeah.
metaphor.
amounts to a big old zero. There's actually no net benefit from that because it's just going to be the same shit. Just so you know. You wasted a decade. Congratulations.
Not really. You made a
And then
fucking
they
bunch
talk
of
about
money.
how this one scene from this one TV show that's really badly written.
So Eric,
you
you're
think
saying how
about
much he's
Playground.
affecting all the discourse and how much he's changing everything. And you're also saying, aha, you've wasted a decade and you've done nothing but complain. It's like, well, which is it? Either he's dangerous and he needs to be banned because he's ruining life for all the gay people in the world, or he's not influential. You need to like pick a lane here, buddy.
Right.
It's like I have to downplay everything that they're doing, but then also say that they're the biggest existential threat ever.
Right.
When the same network has at least a dozen shows with queer stuff in it, and then the guy here goes, well, we'll take what we can get. That's code. That is code. So
Look
That
who's
sounds like that's
talking.
exactly what you just said. If the network is full of a bunch of gay shows and one of them calls out one of those groups and he says, we'll take what we can get, that is implying that it's the minority of the shows.
Yeah.
Like, does he not understand English? This guy's fucking retarded.
No.
I forgot to shout out to Nerdrotic, the full-on shout out.
About the stream that
That's
was
crazy.
about the same show that he was talking about.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh, and also pretending that Star Trek Starfleet Academy only premiered on YouTube, and those are the only views that count.
Nah, that's not what he
Such
said.
bad face shit.
Yeah.
Fuck these guys. Cry more. Cry more. I'm gonna keep pushing for more diversity.
Dude,
and
you've been
more-
crying the whole video. This is pathetic.
Literally, Eric, yes.
Cry. Just keep crying. I'm not
Yeah,
crying. You're
fucking-
crying as he's like
Cry,
dabbing his
baby,
eyes.
cry. Huh.
Mount
Like, I gotta
Crymore over here.
I gotta get like that gif of the bully from fucking A Christmas Story in there, you know? Anyways.
Oh, I know what
Look,
you're talking about, yeah.
He's the
In
perfect
media.
meme of like whenever they have like the snarky face mask over like the crying. It's like a Wojak or something. It's like
Yeah,
the
it's a
crying,
Wojak, yeah.
with the fucking happy face, and he's just like, "Suck it, chuds." And he's like
Yeah.
crying behind the mask.
Yeah.
And I'm not even doing it just to spite you, but it is really spicy that it gets under your
That's
skin.
the spicy
Keep on trying to be
meatball.
mainstream and lying
Thanks,
to your
Emily.
audience. You guys will keep lapping it up. Take care.
Oh, that sucked.
So
Wow.
are you laughing
So,
it
yeah.
up or crying?
Eric doesn't. I don't know. Eric doesn't understand how English works. or just how basic. I don't know. He kind of like helped a lot of drinkers' points there.
Yeah.
What he was saying, both on the budget and on the fact that, you know, drinkers said we'll take what we can get, and then he could have been like, "Oh, come on, you guys have been catered to for blah blah blah." Instead, he was like, "Well, yeah, because all the rest of the shows are gay, haha." Okay, that's what he just said.
Well, guys, before we wrap it up here today, I got this one fucking video, this one article, rather, that old Chris Wright sent me on Twitter in rebuttal to another argument about canon we were having. So let me pull it up here.
Is it about how the EU isn't real?
No, close, John. It's this article by this random fucktard on Medium called "Canon is Subjective and Meaningless."
Oh, with a High Republic thing. Oh, because that's another drink. My God, they're obsessed with him.
Well, it's Drinker, yeah, anyways.
I know.
So, canon is subjective and meaningless. Every now and then you run into fans of various media complaining about corporations having no regard for the canon of their hobbies. So we got Drinker's video on why canon matters, and for what it's worth, this is a good video for what it's worth. I have seen this. Be it Star Wars, Marvel, DC, no, I don't want to fucking stub you. Be it Star Wars, Marvel, DC, Doctor Who, Warhammer 40k, or anything else that's got enough entries in it, you'll hear people complaining about some new release contradicting the established canon and being bad because of it. Also, he spelled canon wrong here.
You have two ends there?
Yeah, three ends, yeah.
Oh, three ends.
Article invalidated.
Yeah. But when you stop and think about it, glorifying the canon and using it as a piece of media criticism is mostly a convenient scapegoat for when you don't like something, whether it was actually bad or subjectively bad. If you'd have some good piece of media that bends or breaks the canon, you'd accept it and work around it. Star Wars is a good microcosm for that, so let's use that for an example. So guys, before we head further into the article, thoughts on this opening statement right here?
Yeah. What's the difference between subjectively bad and actually bad when the person who it's subjectively bad to thinks it's actually bad?
Yeah, it's
also,
like where do you
not know how to use a spell check?
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad for a professional article to have a clear spelling error on a pretty basic thing, but also, yeah, it's like, where do you draw the line? Like, okay, now it's objective, now it's subjective. It's like, I mean, both types of criticism exist, and if you can substantiate them, then it's fine to have either one. It's more about just making a good argument for it.
Yeah. So what is canon? Just to make sure we're on the same page, canon is the material accepted as officially part of the story in an individual universe of that story by its fan base. It can also clash with the official canon that is more mandated by the intellectual rights holders that might push for something that the fans don't agree is canon. For a recent example, look at how fans decry the sequel trilogy. So, moving on. Star Wars is one of those properties with a hierarchy of canons that establish some work as taking precedent over the others. On top of it, you have the G canon, that's the 6 movies produced by Lucas and other things. But, well, no, it's not other things, it's literally just the 6 movies. The other things fall into the tiers below G canon, but so already you're kind of incorrect there, pal.
Incorrect.
Yeah. That's false. But even from here, things start to be a popularity contest as to what actually is canon. If Lucas has the final say, Greedo shot first, which is something a lot of fans would balk at. So I think he has a clip. I don't know what this is, but it's gone, so we can't check. Then we start getting into the weeds of everything outside of the main movies. How do you define canon here, but based on the popularity of something? If you try to be objective and say, go by the order of release, the Star Wars Holiday Special will be one of the main canon sources, only beaten by like 2 novels, but clearly everyone ignores it and would gladly remove it from canon. Then there are some parts of the movies people want to gloss over so they can keep their cool characters. First is Boba Fett dying in the Sarlacc pit. Everyone just agrees he didn't actually die there since he's such a cool guy. So obviously that got retconned into him surviving, so we can see him be a badass in Mandalorian Season 2. So sure, we didn't see him actually murked, so you can suspend your disbelief a bit. So is there some other better candidate for that kind of sure on-screen death? Well, we do have Maul. That guy has to be dead. But no, he's too cool for that. Now he gets to have spider legs. But if those two could survive, then why do people get upset about a third character coming back from
Maul
the dead?
didn't survive. Maul fucking died.
Yeah, I'm talking, of course, about Palpatine. We didn't see him die after all, so why are people so upset about him being back in Episode 9? Because that episode sucked, of course. Alright, so guys, that long section aside, any thoughts here, guys?
As bad as Maul coming back was, Palpatine is 100 times more retarded because we literally see him go into a shaft and a massive explosion come up, and then the thing itself gets blown up. At that point, you can bring back Han Solo, I guess, because, he only got stabbed, thrown into a reactor, and then the entire thing blew up. So, it'd just be going with precedent at that point.
Yeah. Also, dude, it's like, hang on. So he says if we want to be objective about this holiday special, we can. No, dude, if we were being objective about this, we'd look where the holiday special is in the canon hierarchy that you mentioned, and it would be pretty fucking low on there because it's an S canon. I don't even know why he thinks it should be given precedent because it's the first, when no, it isn't. I mean, hell, a lot of things that were published first in the Star Wars EU don't have very much precedence because they were published first, but I digress. And then he says, then he brings, up, oh, yeah, we actually can bring characters back, except, John already talked about that, but anyways. Also, no, dude, nobody wanted Maul to come back. Everyone accepted he was dead. Canon is, here we go, here's the meat of his argument. Canon is about popularity. So in the end, canon is really about popularity, which is often tied to how good something was. If some particular story was cool, people will want it to be canon. It, of course, feeds back in on itself. Often, if you take the time to do your research of previous works and maintain continuity with them, you already have the hallmarks of a good writer, or at least one that does a lot of prep work. So chances are what you create will be good. The reverse is also true. If you don't care or don't have time to do your research, you might just be making something that's disposable that won't be enjoyed by the community. But if canon is about popularity, it can also make it a double-edged sword for some of the hardcore fans. If something they don't like draws in a large new swath of new people into the medium or gets embraced by the normies, wouldn't that mean it then becomes canon? A good deal of people might be hating the Clone Wars cartoons because they don't fit into canon. Well, the latter of them, the 3D one. But chances are more people have grew up watching that show that have read the books by orders of magnitude. So does that mean that canon Mandalorians are peace-loving, civilized people that get their children drinks poisoned by smugglers? If you go strictly by cultural dissemination, yes. So guys, thoughts on that part, guys?
That was a bit of a rant right there. Yeah, I don't even know where to start with that one, to be honest.
He seems just basically be lazy, there's not a nice, easy line for me to follow, so it's all just too complicated for me, and so now I'm going to throw out all these theories about how to categorize it and shoot them down.
Yeah, and like John and I said in a previous stream, popularity should not be used to gauge whether something should be canon or not, right, John?
Well, yeah. Plus, the EU comes out before a lot of the Clone Wars cartoon, or it's forced to integrate some of it. But I have no doubt the Clone Wars cartoon would be more popular, and you could easily make it make sense. It's just laziness is all that you caused you to contradict it.
Yeah, and of course TCW is going to be more popular by default because it's a TV show and not a series of novels or comics. You know what I'm saying, right, guys?
Yeah,
So
yeah, of course.
By that logic, you're basically saying no book ever matters, whenever there's a TV show involved. So you just hate literature, I guess.
Yeah. Also, before I forget, Boba Fett was not brought back in Mandalorian Season 2. He was brought back. He was revealed to be alive in Dark Empire, but I digress. Really, at the end of the day, this whole canon versus non-canon debate is kind of meaningless if you apply any sort of rigidity to it. Multiple groups of people can reach different canons based on their personal opinions and more specific variables they set for themselves. Sure, obsessive fans might be passionate about everything fitting together and harmonizing into one grand whole, but that can be constraining on new creativity. Sometimes make something new, you have to let the past die or kill it if you have to.
Oh, you would quote that movie, but
yeah.
Also, this is just, as typical. It's just like, it's tough for the creatives if you actually make them follow a canon, so we should just get rid of it because we like our creators lazy.
Yeah. Arguments about canonicity remind me somewhat of an old college humor sketch where they talk about how religious people are just nerds. And when it comes to debating what is canon or not, it's pretty much the same whether you're talking about Star Wars or the New Testament. So whether you stick closely to canon or deviate from it, it doesn't matter as much as whether what you present is worth it. Making sure you fit perfectly to canon doesn't guarantee a win, but if you change something big, make sure it serves a strong purpose, since you'll be fighting an uphill battle.
Make sure it serves a purpose.
So is that a guide to people on how to change canon and preparing them? Get ready. You're gonna get a shitload of feedback. But if you want to change canon and continue on with this secret agenda we have, then just get prepared. It's gonna be an uphill battle.
It's really like what John said. It's just an excuse for people to be lazy and just give them maximum creative freedom.
So I go like, hey, you want to work in Star Wars? Yeah. All right. What do you want to do? Well, I don't really want to study any of that stuff or follow any of those rules that have been established in the universe. And,
I just want to do my own thing.
Yeah.
I want Jedi to fly through space like fucking Superman. Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah.
So, where was that from?
Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, old Miles.
And everyone says, Backseater, it's not that big of a fucking deal. It just allows creators to do some new innovative ideas. Like, what's the harm of that? It sets a bad precedent because, so you have Filoni who's making all these continuity errors, and then the next guy comes along and makes bigger continuity errors, and because you set this precedent where you just anyone can come on in and just do whatever. It's like if you're working in a shared universe, you should not treat it like a fucking sandbox. You know what I'm saying, right, guys?
They're campfire tales, Backseater.
No, they fucking aren't. I'm sick of that fucking excuse.
But it makes it so easy. Damn it.
Well, anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe for videos like this. We'll see you guys next time in the backseat. Take care.